by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Ukafomefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day you shall. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Ukukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. He is the leader of IPOB. And of course, he remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years. Nobody have done that. By the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, we must continually appreciate the Almighty Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama. Ubinigwe Ogodoyana Konala, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. He who is the lifting up of our head. Because our help does not come from man. We do not lift up our eyes to the hills. For indeed our help comes from the Creator, He who made the heavens and the earth. And so this evening I humble myself before Him as always, and I say to Him, I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, He who made heaven and earth. For the Lord will keep us from all evil, He who made our lives, He who made heaven and earth. Imegi Chineke o. Kanyi nwa tụkwasị olileanya anyị chimo imegi Chineke o. Kanyi nwa tụkwasị olileanya anyị onye nwe anyị. Anyị agbabago ụlọ gị ekwela ka ihere m anyị, ekwela ka ndị ụwa jụọ anyị kelebe kachi gị n'ugba o. Ọ bụ gị ka anyị ga-eso Wamelu malao, ogboge kageso, ayamari o nyozo. Anyi na jage mao, nihina e marama e, ihunanya ne nage ubiomage, ojuru anyanya dadio, inwege mbangwe o, odi onye de kage. Ebo Alpha na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na nedemao ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we will go to our topic this evening. Of course, our theme on this segment remains back to your root. And this is one language that scares the black civilized. Once you are too advanced as a black man, to terrorize you, just tell them go back to your root. For you to terrorize a civilized black man, tell them back to your root. Next thing you begin to hear is, oh, our ancestors is evil. Oh, pray for our central cause. Oh, our ancestors are evil. My ancestors is not evil. My father is not evil. Because there is a reason to everything he has done. And come to think about it. Why are we here in IPOB? Is it not to protect our central land? And then if your ancestors are evil and you are fighting to restore Biafra, it's not good though, because those evil people own this land. Those evil people left this land for us. But of course, your level of civilization will not let us reason normal. It's okay, but all of us must be born again. That is just the gospel truth. When you hear back to your root, believe me, I do not come here to pretend that everything they did in their lifetime were correct. No, they made mistakes. Just like the European, the Caucasian, just like the same way the Chinese, the Japanese, the Arabian, everybody made mistake. But others has moved on to call their terrorists masters, to call their imperialists Lord. Murderers and rapers, they give them good name. And then what stopped me from telling you the true history of the true king and true queen? No wonder each time they want to talk about the story of the black man, they start by saying, so person was a son or a daughter of a slave. Who the heck told you my father or my ancestors were slaves? They were the only original king and queen that have walked this earth. You never know. Now you know. And so when we say go back to your root, brother, sister, forget how ugly it looks like. Because in the end, this is who you are. You didn't choose that. That choice, you didn't make it. Honestly. With the level of the braining, with the level of indoctrination, none of us would have agreed to be black man. But let me tell you for your information, if I have 100 times to come on this earth, and the Creator asks me, where do you want to come from? Believe me, I will tell him I want to come from Biafra land. I want to be a black man, and I will still choose my mother and my father. Don't think I'm going to choose to be America. Don't think I'm going to choose to be Britain. Don't think I'm going to choose to be Japan. No, I will still be a black man for so many reasons. But that having been said, you cannot hate yourself and complain that people don't love you. Start loving yourself first of all. And to love yourself, go and find out the atrocity of your ancestors as you claim, which are evil. Go and find out what led them to it. Condemn all of them who led them to that evil. After all, when somebody is caught, when somebody goes out to rob, and you buy a stolen goods, you become an accomplice. You suffer the same consequence with the armed robber. And now you know. That having been said, the new generation of Biafra, you have the right to know who your ancestors are. Because if you are any way better than them, it's just a little thing. You are from the alliance. From the alliance, your father came and your mother came. From the alliance, they gave birth to you. From your alliance, which is not actually yours, another will come. The best education, the best knowledge is to know who they are, what they did. Because it will hunt us down every day if we fail to embrace it. You have Reverend Sister wearing white garment, but they condemn Obanje. But you won't understand. You have prophet. They want you to believe in Samson and dreadlock. But go to Europe and America. They are abusing and arresting you. You become first class target of criminal when they see you with dreadlock. Even here in Biafra land. Let Nigerian people see you with dreadlock. They forgot you are the ancient prophet. Prophet born from the womb. Ordained from the womb. They hunt you down. They say you are Yahoo Yahoo. Of course, in the mechanic. I've been the mechanic and in the era. But it's okay. Our duty here is to confront this issue. Those who like it, let them like it. Those who hate it, let them hate it. But in the end, everybody must go back to their root. And everybody must hail Biafra. It's just a matter of time. And of course, our topic is a continuation of what we studied yesterday, which was simply titled, and is still titled, Taking Over Spiritual Authority Around Your Vicinity as Practiced by Our Ancestors. Our ancestors understand how to take over authority in any situation and circumstance they found themselves. In every vicinity they found themselves. They never had access to Bible. But by the time you begin to compare their deed, it will amaze you. You begin to wonder, did they actually wrote this Bible? Because they are the way they do things. The Bible says, wherever the sole of your feet will touch, you possess. I try by trying to explain certain things because I know not all of you will understand. Some people are trying to say, oh, Nagomo. Oh, I thought George Onyeibe is a reverend. Oh, Nagomo. Of course, I'm a reverend. And of course, I'm Nagomo. Adia mama. Chineke bu mo. Ano wubu onyo bu na ga fe Chineke. O wo ga ka ga chi fe ya. Ni mezioku na ime mo. Anya na ato as it's not a slogan. Now you know. But that having been said, I hold the tradition of my ancestors in high esteem, more than life itself, because only God will judge. Now, that having been said today, we are scattered across the globe, not because this is what we want, but we were compelled to, and then we are everywhere, and we live in fear, a prison of fear that is not our making. No matter how your parents are successful, the new generation of Biafran should listen to me. Watch your father when it comes to certain issue. They exhibit fear. They demonstrate fear. Those in America don't know what American government will do to them when they want to exercise their right. It is the same thing applicable to those in China. That is even worse. It is the same thing applicable to those in Europe. It is even worse for us as a people across the globe. This is not the life we want. A new generation of Biafran listening to me now. When in the country your parents gave birth to you are telling you they are giving you child rights. You are a black son or a black daughter. Nothing like child rights. Because in the end, every punishment they gave to you is what will bring out the gold and diamond in you. Not ice cream and banana. Not strawberry and vanilla flavor. No. When they flog you very well, your head will be walking. You need it. This is who our ancestors is. Don't call police for your father or your mother. If they tell you to sit down, you will see the part of yourself that have been buried for a very long time. But I won't digress again. If you know that, you know that you know. To destroy the black family, they have to give you child rights. How can you have a right when you just came into a world you know nothing about? You need your mother, you need your father to guide you. And not until you are man enough. My brother and my sisters, don't let anybody telling you, don't discipline children. That is not African way. And now you know why your children may not be able to stand up and fight for their right. But that having been said, we try to look at some of the things our ancestors did in order to take spiritual authority. Now let me tell you what they do. Number one, when they get to any community, they enter covenant with the sand. And I tell you today, wherever you are, learn to pray with the 4 elements of life. If you have a land, Fulani herdsmen want to take it from you. Igwe or governors want to take it from you. My brother, go there. Stay there with empty leg. And make a decree. Honestly, our fathers don't pray. They pray for people. They don't pray for themselves. They decree. That is when you used to hear them say, Ane kweku, ane meme, ana agwo, ane re. But it's evil to some of you. No, they pray for people. But when it comes to their issue, they decree. Because no son or daughter go to the father or mother to beg for school fees. They demand for it. They request for it. And no genuine father or mother will deny them this gift. And that is why God said in his Bible, if you being evil know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven? You are in Biafra land. Fulani herdsmen want to take over your land. Your Igwe want to give your land to them. Your governor want to use his power to take over your land. There is something you can do. You are in another person's land. They want to frustrate you because you are a stranger. You are now locked up inside one ghetto, anywhere across the globe. And now you are a sex hawker. You can still save yourself. You are in the slave market now from this Arabian nation. You can still save yourself. There are things you do. Take authority over the elements of life. Joseph knew this dream. Joseph understand this principle. That is why wherever he go to, he rule. Wherever he go to, he rule. In my life, I have never taken second. Anywhere I find myself, I must get to the top, not on the expense of anybody. We take authority over spiritual element, but there is a limit to what all of us can do. And if all of us can come together and speak with the same voice, you will see the miracle we are talking about. Of course, we will get there. We will get to a stage when Biafrans across the globe one day will raise up their voice and they will shout, Chukwu nidima o, Jehovah nidima, Olilanya ndi Biafra o nidima, Omakansi biwale o nidima, Ezi Chineke mo, na yekele o. Araga bandi around that very day, but how will you understand? And now you know. This is what you do. Remove your shoe. Do not forget that from the earth that we made, stand on the ground. But it's very risky. Because you must tell the owner of this universe, the God that created the heavens and the earth, you must tell him, Father, this land is the land of my ancestors. This land belongs to my father. These people want to take it from me. If I have wronged them, let this earth judge me. You have to place curse on yourself first. If I have wronged them, if they are taking this land from me because I have done wrong, let this earth judge me, oh Lord. That is for those at home. Those of you in diaspora. You must stand and first of all, put yourself under covenant and say, Father, I am in the land of the Americans. I am in the land of the Europeans. Of course, it's not the land of my ancestors. Your word say nobody can hunt me down, that you will rise up and fight for me. But if I walk against their law, if I walk against their principle, if I walk against what governs them as a people, leave me at their mercy. But if my hands are clean, I walk honorable among them, I walk sincerely among them, every plan they have to undermine me, use it against them. If you are sincere in your own part of that covenant, all those police arresting you because you are a black man, all of them will begin to have epilepsy and convulsion. Honestly. But some of us don't understand. These were the reason why our fathers were able to travel everywhere without navigating system, and they all came back home. They all came back home. Successful men and women they are. Number one, don't forget to take authority from the earth. Anywhere you enter, as I'm talking to you, people may not understand. Anywhere I enter, in fact, some people call me village man because they don't even know what I'm doing. Of course, as I'm giving you this expo, Yorubas, they know already, of course. They are learning. Hausa is learning. What we want is righteousness. We don't just preach the gospel of equality. We confront it with the principle of equity. Because there is a difference between equity and equality. So if your hands are clean, there is nothing the enemy will do. Please learn to pray that prayer. Anywhere I go to, I remove my shoe. Slightest opportunity I have, the first thing I do is I remove my shoe. And I pray for those people. If I do them bad, let God leave me at their mercy. If I did not do them bad, every bad they will plan for me will only promote me. Don't you see the life of Joseph? Every plan against him will only lead to his promotion. Until he has gotten to the top. My brother, do that. Even though you are in the prison now, do that. Enter a covenant yourself. Because he's a covenant keeping God. Our fathers understand that. Number one. Number two. The second element of life. Let's look at the water. Learn to deliver yourself. Leave Yoruba pastors alone. You are the real pastors. You are the real servant of God. You are the true choosing vessel. But as I'm telling you now in a traditional way, it look like a God more to you. But when your Yoruba pastor tell you, go to village and bring the sand in your village, you think he love you? That is how they have complicated our land. This is the time for you to rise up and take spiritual authority over your ancestral land. You know, no say that they do juju for us. That is why some of us, when it's time to kill our brothers, our sisters, that is when they have power. Take authority over that nonsense. Number 2, you take spiritual authority over water. If you use and pray for your enemy, they are in trouble. Anywhere you are, you find out you are always sick. Always sick. My brother, there is something you can do. Our Father understands this. The moment you change your location, they used to call it travel sickness. In fact, our ancestors believe that when you travel from one location to another, you must fall sick. So some people, once they change environment, they believe that, the water we drink, the food we change, because you change environment. Most people, when they travel from one location to another, the moment you get there, you fall sick. Only few people who are health conscious don't have those challenges. But having been health conscious does not cover the fact that the moment you change location, some disease come to you. So what do you do? My brother, tell that community I may be a stranger, but the water must work for your favor. Make a decree, make incantation, drink their water, drink their food, bath with it, love their land. Do not hate them as they hate us. Believe me, everything they are doing to you will backfire on them. Our ancestors understand this truth. When you see celestial people carrying water up and down, you think they don't know what they are doing? Number 1, they pray over water. Our ancestors does it. Number 2, they put salt inside water and they use it to bath. It's not juju. That is why God created salt water. God knows that every community in the world cannot have access to salt water. So God made you to take salt and pour inside water and use it to bath. Don't you know that when you bath in salt water, it destroys all the charm against you? Do you know why they want to dip Quran inside the Atlantic Ocean? Their juju cannot penetrate much. In those days, when coastal region of Biafra land understand the language of water, no Fulani man or Hausa man can use their head. Today, do you know 90% of coastal region brothers and sisters don't know how to swim? The miracle in salt water is no longer there. But no, it's evil, it's Ogomo. But if I were telling you about the leper Naaman, who was directed by Jesus to go to a particular river, maybe it will begin to make sense to you. When you bath in a river that is salt water, it destroys every negative magic particles in your life. But then what if your community don't have river? Or what if they have river and there is no salt water? That is why once in a month or so, put salt inside water, use it to bath. Salt is for preservation. Jesus said, you are the salt of the earth. Do not lose your value. Tell God, my life will season. In so doing, our ancestors were able to take authority, spiritual authority. Yorubas are jealous of them today. Yorubas are not jealous of you, new generation of Biafra. Yorubas are not jealous of you because they can manipulate almost all of you. But they were envious and jealous of our fathers. He made them to bear great hatred against them. Why? You can never humble these people. You cripple them here, they move to the other way. You turn them to slave, they become the best. Go and ask Amadu Bello. He said the Igbo man, not today Igbo man, because most of you have abandoned that way. The Igbo man is a kind of a man, that when you put them in a labor camp, they try to emerge to become the head of the labor camp. Brothers, is that supposed to be a crime? Is a normal human being supposed to blame you for that? Then come to think about it. You think our ancestors were speaking BB grammar? They know how to take authority over their vicinity. When these people talk, you think they are talking for talking's sake? They know what they are doing. So what they did is to antagonize you, spiritually and otherwise. I didn't say so. Amadu Bello said so. And he was not talking about us. He was talking about our father, who learned from their father and their father before their father. The Igbo man is the kind of a person that if you pull them, for instance, in a labor camp, they must do everything to emerge as the labor master. But today, the Igbo man is the one who will kill all his community so that he can become second vice president or go for second tenure. Because you don't know who you are. I'm not telling you to do it, it's not by force. I'm telling you some of the things our ancestors did. Most of you must have seen your parents doing it. And sometimes some enter covenant with coconut. Some pastors will tell you, oh, it's coconut night, it's coconut night. If you know the water inside coconut, the miracle it can do for you, you will be amazed. You both know that the fabric of Africa is laid in spirituality. They destroyed it. But I'm just telling you what our ancestors used to do. There is a way they use coconut to pray, but I won't tell you here. Those who know that they know already. But it's all talking to the water sign. Jesus know the reason why he got to a particular place. Instead of healing the blind man, he went and take earth. He packed sand according to the Bible. And he spit inside that sand, which is earth and water. He made a clay out of it and did the miracle. If imagine your pastor now pack sand and spit inside the sand and do miracle, you'll be shouting, oh, is he diabolic man? It's evil. This pastor is evil. You toy with something you know nothing about. The next one. The wind. Our father understands how to speak to the wind. The wind is his spirit. And we were many times referred to as the wind. We say, Ikukwa Madonya, the wind. They are angels. They go to message, the wind. They are the one that register your present with the Almighty Creator. Now let me digress a little bit. Our fathers wear cap because the cap covers a part of the head that we call rupu rupu. Let me see how I can be able to throw the light. When you give birth to a baby, at the middle of that head, the center is very soft. We call that center, that soft sponge, rupu rupu. The reason why you have it there, you know, children have more bone than adults. Because when a child is in the womb, the skull is not one bone. It's a fracture of, I think, about 6 bones in the skull. The idea is that during the birth, the skull can compress or compact according to the grammar you choose in order for the child to come out successfully. And once you deliver the child, as time goes on, those parts of the skull that were standing separately begin to heal together as one. And then the middle of it is soft. Some people will put cotton wool. Some people will put anointing oil. That very spot you see is in every animal. That very spot you see is, even though the bones has healed and is strong now, that very spot, it is open spiritually. It never closes. And now, every animal have odor. Every human being have order in the spiritual realm. You see the way goats smell. He goat. That is how every living thing smell. When they appear or approach the Almighty Creator, he perceives their order. And God said, for you to hide your presence and your identity, you put on that cap. Once you put on that cap, that order is no longer there. You can stand in the presence of the Creator as far as you can. That is why you see our ancestors, one of the reasons anyway, why they wear cap. Most of us know why Jewish people put on small cap. But you don't know why your father put on the same cap. It is for two reasons. I just want to digress so that you understand the principle of taking authority over the wind. Some of you are smelling. Your evil deed around you is smelling. When you wear the cap, it's almost impossible for anybody to curse you. And neither could they bless you. That is why all the curse you are giving to police and army, it doesn't affect them. All the curse you give to governors, politicians, it doesn't kill them. All of them are wearing cap. They don't want you to know. But of course, if your hands are clean, what are you afraid of? As far as they put cap in their head, it will be difficult for you to penetrate. And so a man is supposed to put on cap. For somebody to bless you, they have to remove your cap and put hand on top of your head. But Yoruba control you in their churches the moment they say don't wear cap and enter the presence of God. You remove your cap in the presence of God and think you are honoring God. No. The moment you enter your church without a cap, that time anything they say, your spirit can contact the disease or the blessing. That is why when Buhari go to church, he refused to remove his cap because he know they can deliver him. Now, why am I saying this? Taking authority over the spiritual realm or the wind element is very important. When you wake up in the morning or at night, come outside. Talk to the wind. Send message. They will go to message for you. Learn to be practical. Learn to do exploit. And when you are connected with your people, I tell you the enemy will not be able to do anything. Our ancestors understand this. That is why they blow native chalk to the wind. In order to make their ritual very active. When they finish, they blow it to the wind. That is what this wind will bring for us. Go and ask the sailors. It is the wind that directs them. Go and ask even the travelers. The wind directs them. Jesus said, you men, you people are hypocrites. Because you know that when the wind is coming from the north against the east pole, this is what will happen. When it's coming from the west against the south pole, you can predict this is what is happening. You think Jesus was just teaching them geography? And that is why before the miracle start in Acts of the Apostle, on the day of Pentecost, they say they were sound of mighty wind. My brother, my sister, learn to take over spiritual authority. If rain fall, it will fall for our good. If sun shine, it will shine for our good. If wind blow, it will blow for our good. Whatever happen, it will be for our good. Our fathers, ancestors were prayer warriors. They carried out spiritual prayers. When our leader say he prays 7 times a day, some people think it's when you are, how do you even pray in Yoruba church? You won't understand. And believe me, that is what they do. They take authority over the elements of life, and as such, they are in charge. But some people are still praying this prayer. That is why we are here today. And everybody must rise up and begin to take spiritual authority over our land. There are reasons why they did what they did. Because you did not understand it or their culture and tradition were demonized does not mean you are right. Blacks are the only people who have abandoned their culture and tradition, and yet they want to manufacture a aeroplane. Every other people worship their ancestors. Remember, I told us yesterday. All the patriots of faith, this is how they worship God. Abraham did not know the name to worship God because God was alien to him. And so when God gives him food, he will say, the God that give me food, I need your help. And when he's sick, God heal him. The next time you want to call him, God that heal me, I need your help. That is why you have Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Shammah, Jehovah Sikenu. All these were the words of Abraham because he knew not the name of God. And when he had a son, Isaac don't want to sound like a broken record, repeating his father. There was no room for repetition. And so he said to him, the God of my ancestors, Abraham. If I call now, the God of my ancestors, Onyeibe, come and do something for me. In fact, let me pray it in our Abo dialect. Tukunedi Onyeibe biade yeni mekane indi engene ichonu webum. Tukunedi Onyeibe you who man cannot be one. Lihiotoni chus on the arena. They say, oh, he's doing juju, he's doing juju, he's doing juju. Even when I pray in such manner in English, some of you will still condemn me. But we just did what the patriarchs of faith did. Isaac started shouting, oh God of my father, Abraham, arise and answer me. Oh God of my father, Isaac and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. God of my ancestors. Who is your God? Those of you who have abandoned your ancestors. Who is your God? You are calling the ancestors of America to help you? Are you calling the ancestors of Chinese and Japan to help you? My brother, wake up. Take spiritual authority over your vicinity. We never die anyway, because death is just the beginning. You fear death because you understand nothing about it. You kill because you don't know nothing about it. Nobody really dies. The cycle continues. The cycle of life. Take authority. Your DNA already is a book of God. Everything your father continued to do, they are written there. David knew this truth, and that is why he said, you know me before I was formed in my mother's womb. For every part of my member were written in your book. That is the DNA. A cell from a man moves into the ovum of a woman, and another son is born. It is still that man. And then his replica grows up and then moved another cell into another woman. And right there, that is why, as a pregnant woman, when you go to the hospital, they ask you a series of weird questions. That is because the world is lying in jujuism, and they pretend. They ask you, do you have the history of twins in your family? Sometimes they ask you, do you have any sickness that run in your family, like diabetes, pile? Do you have albino in your family? Why are they asking you? Because if one of your gene is stronger, any Casablanca inside the DNA, it is going to reflect in that baby. So they should know what they are expecting. And so in case you think there is no spiritual connection, because Oyibo man did not tell you, does not mean they are not there. Brother, you must learn to pray with the 4 elements of life. And most people who do that on a regular basis don't even know the implication. Because to them, it's a slogan. They just repeat it. Oh, not any ma what he can, not any ma what you ye. And so you can't any ma what here for, or can any ma what you unquo. But little did you know what you are saying. Ah, my father did it and I'm doing it. Go and find out why they did what they did. Some of you will not agree with everything I have said, but you will agree that your father prayed with a kenko afourie. Please go close to them and ask them questions. The day you wake up, nobody can deceive you. You are south, Niger Delta, East land, up land, bottom land, on top of land, side land. All these things is because they have taken spiritual authority from you. If you are not, you are not. If you are west, you are west. If you are south, you are south. If you are east, you are east. Southeast, northeast, west, north, south, upland. All of you, your destiny have been spiritually complicated. And so anytime you are even telling me you are from southeast, northeast, northeast one, not ref one, all of you, you are as miserable as the person from south. Because when it comes to the four elements of life, water is water, sun is sun, of course fire. The earth is the earth. The wind is the wind. This element cannot be compromised. These elements cannot be enhanced. These elements are irreducible. This element cannot be manipulated. And that is when Elijah demanded to seek God. God appeared to him in the manifestation of these four elements. And finally, the Bible says God was not there until the still small voice. Brother, sister, this is the time to take spiritual authority over your land. This is the time to take spiritual authority over your destiny. In our next study, we shall look at the implication of putting on cap as a man, as a woman, so that you can be able to deliver yourself from spiritual witchcraft, demons, evil people around the globe. We must recover ourselves. Then, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. You are free to call us and make your own input, your own contribution on this very topic. And I will be back in a minute.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
After this heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Sing give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life. Chico King and Biama, you are the one. Us Biafra, we pray.
Oh, just save our lives. We are your children, save our lives. We all like sheep has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts.
Save my life, save my life, save my life. Chupa,
Almighty Father.
we are begging you, please.
We ain't been living here in the zoo. You up them and set us free. We are begging you.
See my people still at crying. Chupa them and get dying. Save our land, we beg you, Lord.
Tears in my eyes every day. I get cry. I think yes, I'm asking for Lord, give me Biafra or I die. We need a clearer picture, a better future, a better future. The Lord.
Freedom, peace, what we want, nothing more, nothing less. We are tired of the zoo and your wickedness. Save my life, Papa.
Give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please. We are begging you, please. When your kingdom shall come, we I know you can feel our anguish, but don't let us perish in the hands of our enemies.
You are great, you are.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
Walk upon the sea, wasted. Great in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great.
Announcement. There will be a 7 days praise victory march by IPOB and Biafrans worldwide from Thursday 25th of June 2020 to Wednesday 1st of July 2020. Theme: all the people of Biafra shall shout great shout of praises to Chukwu Okike Abiama. The walls of Nigeria shall fall down flat. Joshua chapter 6 verses 1 to 5 and Acts of the Apostles chapter 16 verses 25 to 26. On all these days, only praises, thanksgiving, worship, shouts of victory, joyful songs will be given to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Call our Father Chukwu Okike Abiama sweet names, both in local languages and in Bible references, referring to his mighty works and power, such as I am that I am, Ocean Divider, Ancient of Days, Impossibility Specialist, Glory of Israel, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Omnipotent, Omnipresent, Omniscient, Consuming Fire, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai, Alpha and Omega, our Defender, Eternal Rock of Ages, Okechi, Ekwueme, Honorie Loreni, Chikadibia, Obatobie, Abasimbong, Tamuno, Ogene, Aiba, in your local dialects, and so on and so forth. No prayer requests or complaints or supplications or lamentations or intercessions or petitions or binding and loosing will be made. It's a season of celebration of our departure and everlasting freedom from Nigeria. Fasting is not included. Scriptures to read are Day 1, Thursday, 25th of June 2020, Psalm 65, Psalm 66, Psalm 100, and Revelation chapter 7. Day 2, Friday, 26th of June 2020, Psalm 8, Psalm 9, Exodus 15, and Revelation chapter 5, verses 7 to 14. Day 3, Saturday, 27th of June 2020, Psalm 18, Psalm 124, Judges chapter 5, and Isaiah 25. Day 4, Sunday, 28th of June 2020, Psalm 81, Psalm 136, 2 Samuel 22, Revelation chapter 1, verses 7 to 11 and 17 to 18. Day 5, Monday 29th of June 2020, Psalm 117, Psalm 138, 1 Chronicles 29, verses 11 to 20, and Habakkuk chapter 3. Day 6, Tuesday 30th of June 2020, Psalm 92, Psalm 118, 1 Samuel 2, 1 to 10, Luke chapter 1, verses 46 to 55, and 67 to 79. Day 7. Wednesday, 1st of July 2020. Psalm 106, Psalm 107, Deuteronomy chapter 32, 1 to 44, Revelation 18, and Revelation 19, 1 to 6. Chukwu Okike Abiama has given us victory over our numerous enemies and has delivered us by his mighty hand. To him alone be all the glory forever and ever. He said, prepared by Evangelist Susan Okike, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Committee. Shalom.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. And of course, the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Monitoring Spirit, good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyeibe, don't you put the caveat at the reggae, Martineke. Biafra all over the world. Praise be to support the caveat, the God of Biafra. The God that chose the Biafra to be his children. He is the one that will guide us. He is the one that will lead us. Don't be afraid. The enemies are too numerous. But imagine our leader, President Namdekano. 95% of this struggle has done it. Every suffering, every crucifixion, every sacrifice, he has done it. May we, Biafra all over the world, give him thanks. Okay, no more one including Trump, because Trump don't even know that you are his savior. America, every indigene of America, whether you are a citizen or not.
Zoophilitic network, but we must continue. We should try and see if you can call back. And of course, we must not forget what we have been discussing regarding the 4 elements of life. You must take authority over your spiritual vicinity. I mean, your physical vicinity. Are you there, caller on the line?
Oh, very well.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Cecilia.
Will you please speak like a Biafran man?
My name is Cecilia. I'm calling from other state.
Go ahead, please.
So, Johnny, I'm very grateful for what you are doing for us. We are going home. No matter what devil is doing, what enemy is doing, we are going home. I thank you, people. I thank all of your friends all over the world. I thank you, Nandi Gallo. I thank everybody. No matter devil like it or not, we are going home. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, my brother, and that is the gospel truth. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. But of course, as always, Zoo Epileptic Network, and we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the female line.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Hi.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I'm here, Mazi. Good evening to you.
Go ahead, please.
Mazi.
caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Go ahead, please. Good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. Yeah. My name is Chuko Diari from Normal and Ika, Dumesa, based in Italy. I really enjoyed today's topic. According to the topic of today, go back to your roots. Everything you just say is exactly how my grandmother normally worship God. There is something I want to add there, because like our place, there is something we call alligator pepper. Sometimes, if there is an issue in our family, if my grandmother wants to go out, he would take 7 alligator pepper and he will pray over it. He will say that, Osoge, hey, Jijifa, before she will move.
Osoge, Jijifa.
Yes, Osoge, Jijifa, before we move to the journey. And I tell you, you will go and come back successful. The people who are speaking evil against her will even speak good.
And there is something they also do. Sometimes they put salt in the water, they pray over the water, yes. They sprinkle it in the whole of the compound.
Normal. And they will put salt in this native chalk. After praying with that native chalk, she will blow the native chalk. She will blow it on the air before she can go out. And today, I just want to tell my people, especially my people from Manoma, Biafra land, because we need to go back to our roots and defend our land. And if our people from Manoma are keeping quiet, thinking that this thing that is going on, that is not going to come to Anoma, it's already in Anoma. Fulani men have taken over Anoma. I'm calling Anoma people. All the whole Anoma people, even some of our people in Edo State, like people like Ibake people are hearing me, or Zanigogo, if they are hearing me, we should come together and defend our land. Anoma land is a Biafra land. We should not leave Anoma land for Fulani men. And I would drop number for them to call. They should come and join us. We should discuss how are we going to defend our land, because we will not allow Fulani to take over our land. We must do something to defend Anoma. Anoma is a Biafra land. Nobody will take it away from us. And if we cannot defend our land, nobody will defend our land for us. The governors are not ready to do it. The local government chairmen are not ready to do it. Even the councillors, they are not ready to do it. And we need to wake up and do something to make sure that we save our mothers. Because it's a very big shameful thing that you live in diaspora or anywhere all over the world. You will hear it with your own ear that common Fulani man who is not to last one rape your mother or rape your sister. It's going to be a very big shameful thing and very disgraceful. I want to drop a number for them to call. To come and we should come together and unite together and defend our land. If you are listening to me, you are from Anoma and you have a biro and paper, you can write this number down or type it on your phone. +39 35 12 55 63 66. You can contact me on WhatsApp. You can contact me normal call. Anywhere you are all over the world. The number once again, +39 35 12 55 63 66. My normal people are beg. Now they beg. Dodoni mweka mwanoma. Menwanoro neku nei ezuonu kokome ogbofefe Anoma Biafra, Eka Biafra, Ebaki Biafra, Dodoni nei united nei protect alei ndobi arịghị ya ọnụ, ndị kpara arịghị ya ọnụ, ndị gọvanọ na-arịghị ya ọnụ, dodoni.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
much.
God bless you, sir.
We must continue. Our people must remain focused because times are different. Our people must wake up because nobody will come from Futajalon or Yoruba land to take over our land. Are you there, caller on the line?
No.
Caller on the line, this is female line. Please, no male should call the female line. Caller on WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Mazi, thank you so much.
Go ahead.
The zoo athletic is not allowing me to talk. But in all condition, we give Chukwu Kame glory. Mazi, I want to thank you this evening for your wonderful education when it comes to back to our roots. You see, what?
Are you listening to your radio or what?
All right.
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello, good evening.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello. This is Chidemberem. I'm calling from Anambra State.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead,
okay.
Please.
On your teachers today, I would like to talk to you about your teachings today.
Go ahead, the
Hello?
word is listening. Go ahead, the word is listening.
Okay, I want to know how I can see you so that I need something from you about your teachings today.
You can emboss me, but don't think you will see me. You can emboss me. Go ahead. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Nchọrọ nkele ya ọrụ ọnụ larụ nwa anụ kwere ọnụ.
Nwa ibo
Usoro gbanye na-enye ka na eze onwe ha ihe nri achọ.
Ndo nwa onye agbele bekee wo.
Anyị na-eme onye agbabata agbakwe n'ọmụmụ. Họnye nnụ ma ihe nọ họnye nnụ kiri ekwu okwu odili primary school. Ekwu okwu igbe n'ọba ịka na ndị otu ebi marịrị nọmba 26 ebe akwe n'ọmụ ebe mewa general college.
Nọmba 26 marịrị ikunubi.
26 marịrị
Onye amụ 26.
Gbemudu mụm.
Ya mara family Osunde.
Ole family?
Family Osunde okeke.
Amari amano mene onwe mu di abaje school.
Na wow.
Ekenu male ohan nu kwere ikiri eku ya nja oke to anya oke government no ma so every day ma like ni ma anu kwere anu so le nwene mi kodo mewa wo nya ani ocha but abokwe no mo ile chane. Nwene bufu.
Elenko ani ocha.
Hello?
Elenko ani ocha ke no bia.
I wonder asaba.
Ndo. Go ahead.
So boy ya na ya ka na enwe ihe iri achọ ba meware mkpọ onye mkpọrị alụm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nsogbu Chukwu ya no yini.
Yes.
Chukwu ya no yini. Nwa mariri ya kan wo. Ya ha.
Nwa mariri.
Ya mare ka.
Nwa am kiri akpọ onyibe.
Mariri o.
Efa ahụ iri ekwu n'okwu enwe m olu ala kene mmari the particular person. Ne mmari iri ekwu nunu.
Ya mari iri ekwu. Maka 26 ahụ era akpọ ya mara iwe njagwale.
Amara m iwe njagwale no.
Dani hu ogbeburu ya mara ya.
Amara
mkpakwa ebe ahụ ka iwe nne m ka na-ere.
Ore.
So many marry no.
Amani UK no. Ne marry UK.
Marry UK.
Area fi where UK where that odd say no. We were you be for a long time. But we were 20 years there about.
Yeah. So bad.
So one man. What tell them like them so time we anytime.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. So look at me you know you can ihe ndị niile ma karịa 11 nne m wete hụ mee ọkpa na amụmene kwere akpọ egwu nwa atụsọ mere onye ọwụlewe hụ agbanwụ m ọsọ
egwu atụzilewe ya ha onye isi enyi Nnamdi Kanu jipụ ha maka
na amụta m kwere na ego ntị ya
ndị na ihe were ime eja buki mufu nye nya mpamarị ya nyere nwa agwa ndị nkenyi n'uwe gbaka ikume ya ha Nnamdi Kanu jiri yuru agwụ ihe alichani maka na agha wekwa dị mee uri onye ngụrụ
ari ngoro
onye si n'ugbo gontiu ya gontiu onye si n'ugbo kontiu chukwu ya yi n'eka of course. Thank you very much, my sister.
Thank you very much.
We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please, your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Linus Winner. I'm calling from Port. I'm from Abia State, anyway. And so thank you for the teachings on the 4 elements of the earth. I rather have a question than a contribution.
Then go ahead with it.
To know why, if our forefathers made use of all these 4 elements as they ought to, I want to find why were they subdued or defeated by the colonial masters? And the second question is, how do we distinguish when somebody is using these 4 elements from idol worshipping? How do we distinguish them from idol worshiping? Because most of the times when all these things are being practiced, normally people will see it as, okay, this is idol worship. Yeah. Okay. So how do we distinguish them?
Let's take it one after the other. First of all, you said, with all this knowledge, why were they conquered? And now, there is in one of my teaching, I have told you the art of defilement. Maybe you didn't follow. If you go back to my broadcast, back to your root, one of them is titled The Art of Defilement. In fact, Daniel gave this warning. And in Matthew 24, Jesus reiterated about the same warning. He said, when you see the abomination of dissolution spoken by the prophet Samuel, Daniel, standing in the holy place, let those who are reading the Bible, let them open their eye. Now, what Jesus was pointing out in Matthew 24 there, when he was telling them about the signs of earth, was simply trying to prevent the Christian so they can be aware of the art of defilement. Now, if I want to use the Bible setting to tell you the truth, this is what the enemy does. When the children of Israel left Egypt, nobody can conquer them, according to the prediction and the revelation from the prophet Balaam, when Balaam contacted him to curse Israel so he can conquer them. Now, the prophet told him, for you to be able to conquer these people because God has blessed them, you must defy them. So they release Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani women inside them, and they now defy children of Israel. And the moment that was done, the portal was open, and Israel was conquered. Out of defilement. When we tell our people, avoid Yoruba, avoid Hausa, it's not because we hate them. We must define our territory before we open door for these people. Because there are things they do that we forbid. If you bring them in, they defile all of you. It is like bitterness. The Bible warns seriously. It says, be very careful you do not allow the seed of bitterness to grow from among you. Because when it does, it will defile many people. Our ancestors became so kind and so holy, like me and you. And they allowed other people, their enemy, to defy them. Nobody will attack you without knowing your weakness. And that moment they defile you, all your power will come to nothing. Imagine I have Odieshi and you are coming with AK-47. Do you think it will work? And so what do? when you know I have Odieshi, don't carry cutlass, don't carry gun. Take dry wood. Odieshi will come to nothing. These people understand who we are. They took advantage of us. We have what is called unsala. When a woman is under her normal woman cycle, he don't go close to the husband for 7 days, or else he will defy the man. It's in the Bible. Do we take knowledge of all these things? There were times it will be a taboo when you do certain things. But today, we don't even consider those things. Now, to cut the long story short, we have defied our spiritual arena. God warned the children of Israel not to do certain things. That if they do those things, it will backfire on them. Those are the acts of defilement. So when these people want to come and conquer you, they came with juju. They came with juju. And do not forget, this the strength of our ancestors does not support evil. So if you are evil, you are doing all these things. It is the gods of the land, as they refer to it, that will kill you. So with open heart, they opened door for imperialists, terrorists, all these people who invaded them. They came in as friends, studied that which held us together, and then they destroyed it. Then they conquered us. And if we realize this truth and go back to before they were conquered, you will understand why we are the descendant of the queen and the prince. And the king, rather. Now, that is on that side. Now, when you talk about how if people will not misunderstand you, my brother, we spend, black people all over the world live their life with the intention of what will people say. Today, everybody is enjoying pharmaceutical drug. Do you know Oyibo have to kill black people and use them for as a lab pig? Everybody is drinking the drugs now. Nobody is saying it. Without IPOB, without Mazi and Kano, by now, World Health Organization and Chinese people will be using Biafrans to test coronavirus drug. If you are waiting for approval, they are going to tell you you are evil and you are going to condemn yourself. That is their job. They are referred to the accuser of the brethren. Ignore them. If I tell people what to do now, they will say, oh, they are teaching evil in Radio Biafra. If Yoruba pastor tell them to do it, it is holy. My brother, if you are listening to what people will say all the time, they will destroy your life. The person who wear shoe, now I know where they pepper am. You that is doing it, no, you are not worshiping any idol. And we don't do that. For instance, I wake up and I take 7 alligator pepper. I throw them in my mouth and I make incantation. And I know in my heart of heart I am talking to the owner of the universe. Is it not the person who made alligator pepper? Do you know in Yoruba church they consider kola nut as evil? And our fathers pray with it. So you will lose the spiritual authority attached to using kola nut. If I tell you the wonders of kola nut, it will amaze you. Don't let people tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. Devil is a black man. It's okay. Angel is a white man. Jesus is a white man. It's okay. George Onyeibe is a black man. When I do or use plantain to fly to America, it is witchcraft. And when Oyibo use iron to fly to Nigeria, it is aircraft. When I wear masquerade, it is evil. And when Oyibo do Halloween, it is wonderful and splendid. Don't let them tell you who you are. You send a message back to them. So if you are waiting for them, they will never approve you. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe our people has to be enlightened on what is exactly idol. Because I know that God is not happy with idol worship. So our people need to be enlightened that this, when you do this, when you do this, that is when you are worshiping idol. So, anyị mara nke idol, ka anyị gbara also. Then our tradition.
You have made a wonderful point there. And one of our studies, what you just said is very correct. I will have to make them understand the difference between the idol worship and when it comes to the exercising of faith. If you are a Christian, there are a lot of things that if we want to carry them out practically, they are written in the Bible. It will amaze you. You will think we are native doctor. But like you said, it's important our people understand the difference between worshiping God and worshiping idol. Because a lot of people do worship idol even without any object before them. A lot of people do. And so hopefully we will look into that. Thank you very much for your intelligence.
God bless you.
Yes. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
This is Cheka Okara I'm calling from Czech Republic. I'm a native of Biafra in Mbitoli, in Oworo province. Ana m akpọ n'abalị a ka m kelee gị na ọrụ ọma nke ị na-arụ ma na-asịkwa back to your roots, jisi ike na back to your roots. Ị na-akpọlite ụfọdụ ndị na-ehi ụra n'ụra, ịkpọlite many people n'ụra, and anyị ji aka iji gbanye na ihe ị na-ekwu ma one of my uncle mgbe ọ dị ndụ ihe na-akọrọ gị na that is something that happened live. When I brought one morning, like it's around 10 o'clock. So the man out there, he went to the room and bring cola, bring and wine. Then they pray. After how much are the Oja Tacha the Oja, the man, Allah told boy that today no but time. Na here bra oshi yabra. Ne ama hanonyo no wonyo di uta. But na here yagara na ga reverse here yabra. Ta akpo yok. Ihe ulo mege mmadụ kpọ yok ya zo nya ya hapụ ka ihe ulo mege. So that is the thing that ihe uru oji bara. Because ikwu ga ihe gbasara oji. Ịnabata mmadụ ọfụma nye onye ọha ọjị because ọ na-eserve ndị dị ndụ. So n'ụbọchị aha ọ na-enyu nkwụ and o tile akpị n'inyụkọ elu nkwụ nwaanyị akpọ ya si ya today nwaanyị akpọ ya bịa ya si hapụkwado ya nwaanyị akpọ ya cheta datin nwaanyị damanụ gwara ya ọ return back ka o wepụrụ akpị ya omubeghị 10 steps egbe akụkọrọ agba kpojuo edo nkwụ on inyi. So all the agreement of mmadụ ịkpọku Chineke n'ọnọdụ nke anya ohozi ihe niile because I werele Bible kpuchite onye ọbụla anya in so many things. Ma ihe ikwuru banyere ijiji aka n'ala ikpuru ewere aja ala kpokuo maka na mmadụ zọwa ihe all those things na-eme bet ndị be anyị na ewerele anya ekwutezi okwu onye ọbụla sị gị na ewevu onye chọziri mazi that this is the way our forefathers lived their life that favor them, that make them strong, that make them to live long. Then those that are calling our elders are the ones that learn more and more. So a bad thing. So now today mostly with that all more God possible. Because they are not Ohaneze. We don't have Ohaneze. Who are the Ohanezes? Which local government? You know Ohaneze. This is social club. You know something. How can we representative in all states, in all local government, and in all towns must be a member of Ohaneze? Who are these members? We don't know them. Then in the hold responsible on the chief. Onoga the possible then should bring all their numbers because can we kidnap that they have to wake up. So all the most important thing, can we keep on the chief wake her up by force because we can't be keeping quiet. So many things is going wrong in every aspect of life, in the way we live. Our life, everything, they are changing it upside down. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Bukaran Kamada. I want to thank our leader, Mazi, and our day. And you, Mazi,
I want to say to my coordinator to Kenya. Tell them a bit. I will woman with and be for this question. I got to make you to funny question. I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead, please.
Concerning our, the other day, I asked about cleaning up. You explain it for me. So I'm always like to so that I will know how to defend our answer. There's things that I need to understand. Sometimes when we tell people maybe for their family they are thief or something, amulet or something like that. So when I ask some questions, they will say in the olden days when they born a newborn baby, neck will visit the baby. So that makes that visited the baby initiate that baby. And maybe if the baby grows or for their generation like this or generation that the thing will be solved. This is because of ancestors. That's why I ask you, is it our ancestors that setting this neck or is it our ancestors that if you do not like this, you send that neck to go and initiate that person so that it becomes something and not understand. That neck, is it our ancestors?
I really don't understand your question, honestly.
Question is say in the olden days, people born a baby, a snake will visit the baby, right? So that
not in every community. So any community where you see such activity happening, there is something, a covenant that they are in. Some community don't eat cocoyam. Some community don't eat snail. Some community don't eat rabbit. There is a covenant their ancestors made that made them forbid it. Not because those things has power in themselves, but because they made agreement with the creator of the earth. As it is in the Bible, some people will say, because you do this thing, from this day. In fact, Joseph waist broke. When Joseph wrestled with the angel broke his waist. The Bible said till Jacob died, he was limping. And because of that, the children of Israel, all the days of their life, they stopped eating the waste of animal. So if it were to be Aboman, they will say it's juju. The point there is that it depends on the covenant those people have with their ancestors, or their ancestors have with their creator. We have evidence of it all over the Bible. Do you understand? I cannot be specific in answering you now because it depends on the community. From where I come, we have such spiritual occurrence everywhere. But there is something behind it. And by the time you know the truth, it doesn't bother you. Some community snakes go there, stay with them. It doesn't bite anybody. Some river don't kill indigene. And some river kill indigene. There are a lot of rivers in where I come from. Some of them, if you are indigene, your hand is not clean. Don't enter there because you will not come out. Some of them, if you are a stranger, don't go there. That is what they call unsala. And if you try it, you will understand. Now, the point is, at the point of contact, at the moment of covenant, something happened. It's just like the same way criminality run in some people's blood. Check them. Somewhere along the line, they were cursed. They were cursed. But somebody can grow up and understand that, oh, they cursed my family. And what do? They can disengage from that curse. And there are sacrifice or ritual that they are going to perform. And then normal people start coming. Some people, madness run in their family. It's in the Bible. Gehazi was cursed that his descendant till the end of time will be the generation of leper. All of them. But if any child of Gehazi wake up and see that they are leper, what are they supposed to do? They engage the creator like what the poor man Jabez discovered. Jabez discovered that they were meant to be poor. He confronted the creator and said that you might have mercy upon me, make me honorable. And God did answer him. And so it depends on the moment of covenant. Very important. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening from here.
Mazi Onyeibe. And I never got a sin. Mazi Onyeibe. As long as we should go back to our roots. Now, in fact, one name will be Puchagia. All the Maka, many things I am take only one man who just walk it now, who about to touch a Georgia and other things. Hi, Chifucha. What can get one and put in na Kuzra if any Nagaga as Onyeibe. I said, oh no, Ukochuku cable. But only Nagaga Sena, oh. He won't go more. He will this and this. You want to go that he won't go more because literally for Chineke, he get fear my more than Ezoku. Chineke more. I like me pleba. He problem or drama one. Or one and look at one. If it's in Doja, I need Jim Roger. I made Jim Roger before they face him the money. I may send there in the front of them. Engage Jim Roger in the money. May a kele because some number is here. But that's in number if I or is your work on your work. You have to remember your roots. You get to Kutari. Your ancestors in those days, the one you she had to put on Zaha. The email people sing but he ain't chokuno. Email Nagimini as long as Oburu Mado, Omeju, Omeburu Mado, Ojivia Wahu, Omebu Mado, one no gerishi, one Meota, man, them do Guadana Yanin soup. When Roger get a walk on a lawyer, one the Gaffy give me that place. Yeah, but I told you, Labran and lawyer Maro, no one without being permitted. In Hojo and Meronio. That is it. Otako Hanono. Mazoni Waga Gazi, Chinikin Nagazigin, no, Jagazegin, Kigazegin, or Gazegin for Gazegin. How about Anoka when I live? Yaga Gazegin one. It's where with you one name.
Thank you very much.
He said.
Yes, caller on the line. Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Eke Kala. I'm calling from Aba. I am from Upangmeeting. Thank you for picking my call this evening. And I thank our leader, Mazi Onyeibe, deputy, and you, Mazi Onyeibe. I just want to answer some of the questions which you treated this evening about that man. You know, even in the Bible, in Exodus chapter 20, the Bible even tells us about what idol worshiping is. Because the Bible, God commanded them not to worship any graven image. So even in the church, when the images are even photos are images. When you went to churches, you see them hanging photos in church. All those things are images. You say that image of something from heaven or anything you see on earth, you can never worship image. Our ancestors doesn't worship image. God also commanded them to make an altar of stone, which is exactly what they always do. After doing the altar of stone, even the libation is even in the Bible. Why are we condemning our ancestors when they do what God commanded them to do? So we must understand in ourselves that our ancestors are not evil people. They are good people. In fact, my own ancestors, I adore them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very brief and very straight. Are you there, caller on the line?
Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. Mazi Judge Onyeibe. I am Jane Wachiko calling from a boy province.
Go ahead, please.
I'm so happy to get here again this evening. I use this opportunity to greet our leader, Mazi Onyeibe, the Iroquois of our time, and Adike one of Biafra land, the Kembu boy state, and also our deputy speaker from my phone, and again our Judge Onyeibe, the Biafra, the lion of Biafra land. I also greet all the media crew, all the principal officers, and I will not forget to greet my superior, Nene Anya, the head of finance. I greet all of you. I bless all of us in the name of Yahweh Yeshua. Actually, if evening. The thing he really thought, they really touched me. I have much to say about what I will say online. I would like, after this program, I would like to get your number so that I will call you and explain more things to you, because most of all those things you have been teaching, I have a lot of experience of it, and the thing really made me to rediscover who I am, because there are many things that have been happening before. So at times I would think that maybe I'm doing a wrong thing, or I'm getting myself into a wrong thing. But these teachings, even what happened to me when I traveled to village this last Christmas, I will explain it to you, not what I will say on the air here. To really understand that there are many people that understand the nature, and they are using it they are using it against some people. They are not using it the right way as they explained it. And so many things that when they are doing things right, you will think that maybe you are serving juju or you are serving idol. But knowing the difference between idol and worshiping of the Chukwukika Brahma, you will now be perfect in all what you are doing. Because most of all these things do happen, and many of us have abandoned our root decisions and things that would have assisted us for what we are doing. Then we are now seeing the opposite of it. And that boils down to all this nonsense that is happening in Biafra land. Because when I stay on my own, I will be pondering and wondering, is it that all these circumstances will come to our land and start disseminating it and slaughtering people and killing people? Does it mean that those things that our ancestors or our forefathers did before, they can change this message? It will enter the bush and scatter all of them. Even snake or any other dangerous things, even scorpion bites, all those things they use it to fight those things. So this means that there is no any other holy or elders that can put their hands together and speak a thing and it will start happening. And the Bible, we are told that we will say a thing and it will be established unto us, and we will decree and God will honor it. Why is it that are not doing such? And everything, and all the people that are carrying the big Bible everywhere, moving up and down, and none of them will decree a thing and now and it will be established. Why? What has gone wrong? So they think keep on bothering me and wondering me. We claim that we serve God while we are not serving Him in holiness and reality. If actually the way we claim that we know God, we serve God, that we serve Him in truth and holiness, whenever we just call on God, He will just answer us immediately and do the thing. But instead, many people are using it to disseminate and they defy themselves and the land as well. So they think just keep on disturbing me. I mean, I'm the person that mostly benefited for all this teaching. There are many things that I am going to narrate to you later. It's not all the things I'm going to say on air, because maybe all those things you will not put me right on the right channel. I'm really blessed for this teaching. You are really a source of encouragement to mankind. I thank God for creating people like you to work with our God really programmed and positioned you in the right direction. This shows that actually this cause is a divine cause, and thank God that very soon we will be in our holy land of the rising sun for everybody to jubilate and celebrate and worship our God in the rightful way. Thank you for opening our eyes. May
Thank you very much.
Glories be upon you people in the name of Yeshua.
You see. Thank you very much, Ada. We must continue. Are you still there? Caller on the line.
Hello, I'm on the line.
Go ahead.
Am I speaking with Mazi Onyeibe?
Yes, and you are live on air.
Yeah, Mazi Onyeibe. I called to react on the man that called about the snake, which he said that you made mention about. Actually, in my place, I'm from Ovim, Isquator, my name withheld for reasons. In my place, there is one small green snake. We call it a kamam. And that snake doesn't kill. If your mother or a mother give birth to a baby, that little snake, if the mother wants to go to stream, that particular snake will come there to stay with that baby, no matter the age, and nothing will ever happen to that baby until the mother comes back. If you are having a meeting or a gathering, if that little snake, grain in floor, comes there, if you want to tell the snake to go out from that gathering, you just bring this, what do they call it, Enzo? That is a stiff chalk. Throw it to that snake. The snake will just go out. Even if it's cooking in the kitchen and you have your baby in the kitchen, in the bedroom or outside, the snake will come, stay there, nothing whatsoever will happen to the baby. That is my contribution. I just want to react on that person that called about snake. I am from Ozim, Iskuato, precisely in Obai. I hold my name for reasons. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That is well understood. And somebody said on Facebook, I just want to react to what you said. Sister Blessing Odo. It's a native daughter. Where are they? This is the time for them to show their power to these Fulani headsmen. The truth is that most of them have been defiled, they have been compromised, and they love the gain of ungodliness. Most of them. They are busy looking for who to do Ababet. That is what they are doing now. They have this power. They did Ababet to me. I understand that Ababet. Among others. They prefer to, in fact, Yoruba Juju supersede their own Juju. Because Yoruba Juju, most especially through Yoruba church, makes us to be very powerful when it's time to kill your brother. That is it, my sister. But of course, they are listening. But we have a way to deal with all of them. We will come back to them. Are we threatening anybody? No. My father told me that when the elders are dishonorable, when the leaders are dishonorable, the people are automatically removed divinely from any oath. Did you get that? The line of those words? When the leaders, your elders, your governors, when they are dishonorable, which means when they broke the oath, the promise they made to the people are divinely removed from any form of oath. God himself will do that. Now you understand. But of course, I will take one or two more calls, then we'll wrap up this segment. Caller on the line. Yes, we lose that one. Caller on the female line. Are you there? Caller on the female line. Caller on the female line. Caller on the line. Are you there? Caller on the line. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Casey Onyeibe. Okay. Onyeibe from Akpu. Akpu is in Orumba South local government area in Anambra State. I'm living in Italy here. You know, at times, Onyeibe, you're great. When I listen, if I came back in the evening and listen to your lecture at times, I see what a mother of man is this. Thank you very much. You know, at times, all these Johannes and all these chiefs in our land, they will say, these children are abusing people, this and that. Why are you doing that, Mario? You're an idiot. You're not a leader. If you're a leader, you lecture the children what happened, what your grandfather told you, what your great-grandfather told you. Then they will know where they are going. Look at our villages. Everywhere they are killing people. What Nyawood and the clerk and all these people went to Abuja, they say Buhari. Nyawood, are you a small boy? You don't know who is Buhari? Let me pay them 50 billion. Is it money we are talking about now to get our own nation to be free, to come back to Africa and develop Africa? Is it money we are talking now?
Tomorrow they will say IPOB. That are very mad. Time, no problem. The time is coming. They will see the men party. They will see it. These people are criminals. In fact, is the worst idiot in this planet. He went to Abuja. He telling Buhari, we are seeing you to court. Who's Buhari? A man almost 90 years, become a small boy 30 years old. Even Ghanaians know that this man is not destroy the embassy of that useless people they call Nigeria. Let them go and sue Ghana to court. They can never do anything. Even their president never talk about their embassy they destroy in Ghana on Friday to Saturday. They never talk anything. Channel television never tell the country that their embassy have been destroyed. They're claiming that they have president, they are this and that. These people called Ohanes Ndigo. These people called Ohanes Ndigo. They will see it hot one day. There is no problem. My brother, continue your good work. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning from here. My name is Idejo, with my name, from Asia. Yeah, I'm from Enugu Ezike in Iboze North, local government Biafra land of Enugu State. And my suggestion for what we have been saying is, I want to ask and plead, please and please. I will be very, very happy because in all your topic is very, very nice. Any topic you bring each day, it will look like the one is the best. When you come tomorrow, it will be like the one you bring tomorrow is the best. So what I'm asking you people and our leader is please and please, I will be happy if this topic, every topic from the you have been preaching and the one our leader is preaching, if the thing will be on book as put on book as Bible is, so that to teach our children and the children the good work and the knowledge you people have been giving us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. And then hopefully this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Make no mistake about it. When they tell you about our central cause, also remember our central blessing. If we remember our central cause, and then we should be able to enjoy our central blessing now. Abenobi so.
Ladies and gentlemen, Biafrans all over the world, America, say no! IPOB, US, America, 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 IPOB, America,
Oh yes, IPOB USA, IPOB USA, and the state of New York. Just like we all know,
This information is directed to the IPOB in the United States of America. Going with all our leaders, Mazi Kano has recently said we must do the needful.
If you have not joined IPOB family yet, or you intend to support the struggle for the restoration of Biafra, now is the time.
To join IPOB family in the New York, please call our state coordinator, Mazi David Ezekwesili, on 832-245-5640, or the New York State Deputy,
Mazi Izu Okoli Mbadike, on 646-645-8237.
Other zone coordinators include Bronx Zone 1 and Mazi Dr. Ekweme on +164-664-43957. Ize Obina
+192-9509-8008.
Staten Island, Mazi John on 347-203-0871.
Pastor Thomas 6462269487.
Brooklyn Zone,
Saint Abalakwe
AM on +16 462 365246.
Queens/Long Island.
Mazi
Elochukwu 16469566219.
Bronx Zone 2, Wada Beatrice on 347-5177-934.
Or Reverend Jeff.
You live anywhere in the U.S. and you want to join or contribute, call our National Coordinator, Dr. Okoro, or our National Deputy Coordinator, Wada Lady Prestige. Or you are a woman in the USA, you can join our Women Wing. Call Wada Mommy Okafor on 121-571-57709. Also, if you want to contribute, USA will not fail our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, or disappoint our motherland, Biafra. All hail Biafra, Biafra, we hail you. Signed, David Ezekwesili, New York State Coordinator.
US, America, 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 IPOB, New York, America, America, America.
Yes, sir, this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. I will be signing off temporarily. Do not go anywhere because I'm coming back almost immediately. Sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. Apology to those of you I cannot take your call. In about 1 hour time, the line will still be open for everybody to make their contribution. Udo derende cho udo munnem ndewonu.
emese babulu sonjo na naru amufani na buluze sani reze ewo apaze monyenga pongwanne mu onye kamunya galibazi epumu watu bwenu mu amandianeze amandianeze ninuwa onye kamado gachazelo wadigwegwo onye nyano muwa na-enwe mmekodo nya kpacharanya maka netu ụmụnwa si adị n'anya ọ bụrụ gaba si adị n'ime ịmanụ ụmụnwa na amasị ma n'elu arụ emese babụrụ sọ njọ n'ime arụ amụfọni na bụrụzie sọ n'iru eze uwe dozie n'irufa musabali ya mụ akpọba ya okwuọma emesie n'ife akọchọba ịnazụ ịkwadobezie gị na n'iyi akpọzi m onye ngakpọ nwanne m onye ka m ga-akpọzi onye ọma ebu atụwe enu m onekene ewo ọkụ asị adị ebu atụwe enu m ama ndị a na-eze ọkụ asị adị
The radio station with more. You're
White to the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God is always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing songs, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mefo will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah, 'cause we are, yes, we are the children of God, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. 'Cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. We are praying for the moment, yeah, when heaven will come for us, and the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah. Understand we just wanna go back home. No amount of gun can stop the show, yeah. 'Cause we all got possessed, and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah. Show us love he used to do before. Beautiful faces I will see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. 'Cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. Believe that. Holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Biafra kadigide we Rome, baby, baby. It is a child. The sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. 'Cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. The sun will rise. Made it through the sun to home. Gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. Happiness we all rejoice. 'Cause we are, yes, we are the children of God.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are, all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Ukafomefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, like I always say, I do not expect everybody to understand the mindset behind those words, depending on what leads us. He's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Ukukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kano is the director of Radio Biafra and Biafran Television, and he is the leader of IPOB. For over 50 years, nobody has been able to stand up to speak for the collective interests of Biafran people until he came. And by the special grace of Chukwuki Kabiama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Of course, I cannot proceed until we acknowledge the Creator. He is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must walk. He is our guide in matter both great and small. In knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, he remains the primordial influence that drives us. For in the end, we are gone as a people without him. Isia lagging way, Isia lagging way, Isia lagging way, Isia lagging way. Isi ala gị nwe nwanne utunye, isi ala gị nwe, isi ala gị nwe, isi ala gị nwe onye ije anyị isi, isi ala gị nwe, isi ala gị nwe ọdịmegbu Juda o, isi ala gị nwe onye ije mọnụ, isi ala gị nwe onye na-abịa ọzọ, isi ala gị nwe onye ije mọnụ, isi ala gị nwe o. Ụwa nọ n'ime ya o. Agaghị m arapụ ya, agaghị m arapụ Chimo, n'ihi na onye nwe m ihe sụwa ya mee, Chineke bụ onye nwe anyị. Jigide anyị o, onye nwe anyị Chineke, jigide anyị o, jigide anyị o, jigide anyị o, onye nwe anyị Chineke, jigide anyị o. Ọsọ ndụ ka anyị na-agba o, eze anyị mmeri gị o, ka anyị ga-emeri ụwa, yi anyị ike oge niile, ka anyị gharịda o. Chimo, ka anyị bunye aha gị enu, onye na-eme mma ka ebuo. Nature of enemies we will wrestle with in the Biafran struggle. In as much as I will try to cut off on the beginning, but I want us to understand. When we come to the issue of Biafra, we are fighting. This is a struggle. And somebody called one day and said, I don't like us calling it struggle. Because the more you say struggle, the more we continue struggling. And then I pray to the Almighty Creator this evening to help us. Let's get a suitable name to call it. And sometimes I like to use project. We are engaged in war we know nothing about. We are fighting a battle we have not been able to define its boundary. Some people think that to fight to restore Biafra, you require some diplomatic connection. You require some, you beg everybody. Then so many things comes in our mind. But believe me, it is important we understand. Who are we fighting? If you are listening to me as a Biafran, do you really think Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani are the one keeping us here? One of them was cited threatening that we should pray for Donald Trump. And I was someone that we should pray for Donald Trump to win president of America. That if on the next coming election that Donald Trump do not win the president of America, that they are ready in our land and what they want to do, that will be shock. Invariably, Donald Trump influence is what is stopping them from those janjaweed who has occupied our forests from attacking. Of course, we do not look up to man for help, but we know man gonna do what they gonna do. Only when Chukwu Kikabiama move them. And so in my heart of heart, we understand the reason why Nigeria hate America. And the people who manage America must understand that at the moment you look like the light of the world, do not snuff that light up, because your children will suffer for it. As great as you are, remember when Soviet Union put you on your heels. But their action was what defined you today. Honestly, we do not expect anybody to speak if they don't want to speak. But for the mindset of a Fulani Hausa to think that when Donald Trump is out of the way, they will come and kill us. Please, Nigerians, come and kill us. We are folding our hand. After all, the only thing we know how to do is to shout, they are killing us, they are killing us, come and kill us. But I talk to Biafran generations across the globe. Do you think Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba are the one holding us here? Then think again. Now, let's consider it. Do you think it's Britain that is holding us here? Britain. The father and the mothers of terrorist Lugard and Flora Shaw. Are they the one holding us here? Then think again. Is it the oil company who are stakeholders in this company called Nigeria? And then think again. Could it be the saboteurs, those who exchange us for pounds and dollars? And then think again. Are we the one holding ourselves down? Then think again. Not until you are able to sit back and calculate the size of the enemy you are fighting, my brother, something is wrong somewhere. If I come and I say that the battle we'll fight is physical, I'm trying to tell you that it relates to the body. They are killing us every day. There is another picture online of a man that was killed in the supermarket, a Biafran man. And some of our people feel bad. They want us to retaliate. Believe me, times are different. We will get there. It's physical because they are systematically reducing our number. It is physical because I can assure you that all those janjaweed in our forest, if Biafran's daughters on ground are not very vigilant, they will pregnant all of you. Because Yoruba pastor tell you, pray for husband And when these people come, your man, thank God I have seen husband. Some of you will even marry pig because you don't know dignity. You don't know honor. Above all, you people don't want to embrace your culture and your tradition. From the beginning of the creation till today, God knows that there will always be shortage of men. There is nothing you can do about it. And God created a way to manage this problem. You abandon your culture and tradition. That is why we are here. But I will not digress. That having been said, they are not just there to grab our land. They cannot grab our land, so they must bastardize our blood lineage. To bastardize our blood lineage, we are going to have a Yoruba relative. We are going to have Hausa relative. We are going to have Fulani relative. We are going to have Sabotua relative. They will fight us here. Now you know. Honestly, I can only sit back and imagine. Imagine if my mother is Fulani woman. And then somebody is cursing Fulani people. If I don't have sense, I will feel bad. But if I have sense, I could only begin to beg my mother people, please, let my father people be. It's a physical war. Our counterpart, Nigerian people, understand this. That is why only Biafran youth are locked up in every prison, secret dungeon across Biafra land and Nigeria at large. It's a physical war. That is why they came out and they proscribe us. Everybody will bear testament that today the only thing we have said is that we said you are idiot and you got angry. But for God to prove you wrong, that you are evil and you are worse than that, you are the one telling the world that you are a cow and you are a goat. It doesn't offend you. If Biafra man now has come out here and start singing the music, you are a cow, you are a goat, there is nothing some of you intellectuals will not do. There is no crime you will not say we have committed. So somebody wake up. Now, you can come out and you criticize us that we insult you. But these are Nigerians. One of them wake up in the morning and start singing, I'm a cow, I'm a cow, oh, I'm a cow. Another one got angry, who is actually a goat, and release again, counter release, I'm a goat, man, I'm a goat. If you are a Biafran, you need to see the height of wickedness of those who create Nigeria. Yoruba, come and release. Okay, Yoruba is the goat. When Yoruba will come with their own, you will be hearing, I'm a ram, man, I'm a ram. And then you have the temerity to come out and say, we are insulting you. We don't insult you. You are the one insulting yourself. You are the one who has brought this evil upon yourself. What am I saying? We are fighting a physical war. Goat in human form, cow in human form, and ram in human form. Don't understand that. When we come out and we tell you that this very battle, it's a spiritual affair. What we are trying to tell you is that you have to fight with your mind. Your body relating to your mind. You have to fight. How do you fight with your mind? Some of us, our blood are hot. We want to shoot. We want to kill. We will get there. Don't worry. Just cool down. Those who know how to suggest how we are going to kill them, don't worry. We will get there. But understand, it is the thing of a mind. I don't believe in fighting one day and we stop. If our father fought for 3 years, when this journey will start, anybody that will call it off, you will be a target. Imagine if Ojukwu has spent 1 year more holding his ground. Maybe we will not be here today. And that is why we always tell Nigeria, we have learned from their weakness, from their strength, and we have brought them together and making it a part of our beating heart. This war is not just combatant. It is thing of the mind. It has to do a conflict relationship between the mind and your body. How do you conquer? There is nothing you will do for the world to please you. When we came here, we say, elders are bad, elders are bad. All of you start shouting, Anakpadinde Mado, Anakpadinde Mado. We turn around. We say politicians are bad. You say, no, you can't curse politicians. You can't curse them. We now decide to insult Christians. Everybody is shouting, no, don't call his venerable. Don't cause honorable. We cause Yoruba problem. We don't cause Yoruba problem. We cause Hausa problem. We don't cause Hausa problem. We cause Fulani problem. We don't cause Fulani problem. We talk problem. We don't talk problem. We are born again problem. We become Muslim problem. We do Ogomo problem. And now you know it's a mind thing. And only those who make use of their mind will truly fight this war. What do? Ignore them. Now they get their mouth. Now we get our mouth. Let them say what they like to say. With your heart, fight them. IPOB is winning the war. Even when we have not deployed combatant strategy. We are fighting with the mind. We are fighting through the arm of faith. We believe Biafra must come and Biafra shall come. We believe Nigeria will know no peace. Nigeria will know no peace. That is why each time our leader come on air, he prophetically decreed to Nigeria. And what happened? It come to pass. And each time we remind you about Nigeria fighting diabolically, we are not trying to say we are fighting jujulically. Adi Amama. We are fighting physically, spiritually, and diabolical. When we talk about diabolical, this is when you see characters of the devil or evil itself being subjective in the whole issue. I want you to relax. Take your mind back to the picture of those you have seen. Nigerians killed. Fellow supposedly Nigeria. You will see these people are demons. I want you to look at who gathered some people. I don't know if they create these people in the lab. The only music they can sing, the first Hausa man that released music now, he said it's Hausa Fulani Tupac. Fulani release. I'm a cow. I'm a cow. Then Hausa follow him. I'm a goat. I'm a goat. We are waiting for Yoruba. That one is I'm a ram. I'm a ram. Ndiara, they want one Nigeria. You people want one Nigeria. But when we pray for you, you will reject it. That having been said, it can only help you to begin to see the level of wickedness and evil that these people represent. And so to fight them, I can assure you that the Bible has even given us a guideline. Call it slave book. But inside that Bible, they hide the secret that governs this world. It was not their intention to even allow you to have access to it. And the moment you have access to it, you are able to design the divine implication in that word. They start rewriting it. What we must do in this circumstance is to put on what is known as the whole armor of God. Put on the whole armor of God. You know, when you come to the Christian setting, he says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities and power. We wrestle against wicked spirits in the heavenly places. In one of my broadcasts, I tried to point out to you what Apostle Paul was actually telling the Christians in Thessalonian. He reminded them that in this race, they were fighting against the Roman Empire. They were fighting against the Jewish people, leaders of the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. They were fighting against apostles of Satan, Bar Jesus, and the rest of them. Principalities are not demons. They are not spirits. Principalities are nations that gather outside your territory to enslave you. Britain is an example of principality. Powers are the people who wield the power to undo you. Without oil company, principality is useless. So Britain, for instance, as a principality, they need power, which is the oil company, to raise the resources to undermine us, to subjugate us. And then before you come to spiritual wickedness in the heavenly places, which have to do with the spiritual realm. That is why you have the Yoruba pastor praying for you. Muslim or idol worshipper is praying for you. And they are praying for more than 90% of those of you who are Biafrans. Paul understands all these things. And tonight it is my duty to remind you that in as much as we choose to be ignorant, we will begin to suffer and will continue to struggle. Our struggle will make us struggle. So what do? Like the Christians, you must put on the whole armor of God. And when Paul encouraged them to put on the armor of God, the first thing he told them is, put on the breastplate of righteousness. In this quest to restore Biafra, don't let righteousness depart from you. The enemies are numerous. We can't fight United Nations. The enemies are numerous. You know, when our ancestors say, Ejimofona Aga, people don't understand what it is. They think of four is just one wood they carve and they are carrying it around. It is your action. Are you righteous? Whiter than white, whiter than white. Is it a slogan to you? Because if you are not, they are going to defile you. I'm talking to Biafrans. For you to come out and say you are fighting for your freedom in such an arena, you must be whiter than white. Our leader understands this principle when this journey started. He said, we are whiter than white. Because this will be the only thing that will defend you in the end. When we talk, it looks like we are carrying some extra muscle. We don't have extra muscle. The only muscle we have is that our hands are clean. I remember my mother. Every song my mother sang is a message. When she starts singing, Lena Kamu, Elulala Lena Kamu, Nakamu Dekwo no Chao, Lena Kamu Dadio, Umuiba Bogo, Lena Kamu, Nakamu Dekwo no Chao. If you are close to my mother, run. Because you are in trouble that day. She's going to deal with you because your cup don't full. That song was to encourage her to come for you. Is your hand clean? Because the enemy are watching us. Until Satan make you guilty, Satan cannot strike you. Put on the breastplate of righteousness. They are the one that will protect your vital organ. The breastplate of righteousness will protect your lungs. It will protect your kidney. It will protect your heart. It will protect your intestine. It's very deep. If I want to explain it one after the other, we will not live here. But let your hand be clean. He that must come to equity must come with clean hand. Some people are dragging for governor and presidency when Biafra has not come. Some people have created political party. When Biafra come, we have Lower Niger Delta political party. IPOB political party, then Asare political party, Wazirike political party. That is what they are fighting for already. Put on the breastplate of righteousness. And I can assure you, I cannot work for Biafra. I will not work for Biafra. If they declare Biafra today, which they must do, and in our lifetime, the first thing I will do, I will leave this country. So that men, good men and women, will have the privilege to set up a country without interference. To those of you who are afraid already, hey, want to be governor, oh, it doesn't mean he will be prime minister. I'm not being anything, no. Let your hand be clean. Because we are privileged to fight for Biafra restoration, does not give us the right to enslave the people again. Number one, you are an IPOB. Are you righteous? When I mean righteous, I'm not asking you, do you go to Yoruba church? Is your hand clean? Now you know. We are fighting for a holy nation. Land of the rising sun. Land of Chukwu Kika Biama. Is your hand clean? You think Chukwu Kika Biama is sinful? People can't trust you. You know you are a liar. You lie more than devil. Repent. Paul went on to encourage them. Put on the shield of faith. Okukwe. Onye kweri chi ya ikweri. Put on the shield of faith. Some of you don't even believe yourself. Many of our leaders are dumbfounded. That is why none of them believe that Biafra will come. Interview them. The governors will tell you, well, you see, the sovereignty of Nigeria it cannot be tampered with. IPOB cannot do it. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Which idiot animal kingdom is a sovereign nation? They don't believe. Most of our fathers tell us, you people can't divide Nigeria. Yoruba will say Nigeria is too big to divide. Hausa Fulani will say the same thing. But we shall see how it ends. We know that if Soviet Union can be divided, we in IPOB believe that Nigeria must divide. I want you to check all your intellectual, opinion model, leaders of thought, Igwe. Most of them don't have faith. They think Biafra cannot come. But you see, we in IPOB understand that if all of us stand up today and speak with one voice, you won't see one Fulani man in our land again. Some of you have been compromised because you are not righteous. They give you money. The next thing you do is looking for who to blackmail. Cheap blackmail. God will punish any of you that will come out for me openly with any accusation. You will not survive it, believe me. But it's not about me, oh. It is about all of us. You don't even believe Biafra will come. That is why some of us, one leg in, one leg out. But you can make it happen. Paul move on and say, put on the helmet of salvation. Put on the helmet of salvation. How do you put on the helmet of salvation? Are you a true Biafran? Are you a true Biafran? By the virtue of my position in IPOB, I receive a lot of calls. There are also people that want to join IPOB because they like what we are doing. There are Fulani people that want to join IPOB because they like what we are doing. There are Yoruba people that want to join IPOB. Some of them are there already because they love what we are doing. They are not bad ones. But I tell you, my brother, even though they carry a wing like angel, they cannot be among us. They cannot be among us. Fighting for Biafra, we don't need Fulani. We don't need Yoruba. We don't need anybody. You need only Biafran to fight for Biafra freedom. Now you know. You don't need anybody. Nobody can fight for our freedom for us. Nobody. God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. We are the one that will do this fight by ourselves. So if they like, they say, oh, we love you people, and then we want you people to be with us. It's a lie. Paul, having said to them to put on that helmet of salvation, he said they should pick up the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Chukwokika Biama. What we are doing here is releasing the sword of the Spirit. We don't have AK-47, no. What we have is the sword of the Spirit. We are men and women of peace, but when we speak, they are for war. Only talk, Nigeria is gone. And I'm happy our people are waking up. Everybody is on social media. Nigeria cannot hide anymore. And I pray in the coming days, let more people come online and broadcast. Until there is no honor or dignity left for them. They are now ashamed. Do you know when you come to international conference, the Nigerian representative normally mistake or normally switch to chair of other country? Monitor them. When South Africa invite Nigeria for any program, Nigeria will go and sit on the seat of Gambia or Congo. They will be running from Nigerian seat because the world now know how horrible all of you are. When they are traveling now, the brochure they carry is not Nigerian flag any longer. Some of them will carry Malawi, Zimbabwe, Cote d'Ivoire, even Benin Republic. Why? With our mouth, Nigeria will not recover. I thought they have mouth before. You have media. Look at how low you have become. I thought you are giant of Africa. The beginning of the demolition of your embassy has just begun. In this process, we will suffer it, this we know. But you will not be spared until the final step is taken. So everybody must pick up the sword of the Spirit. What is the sword of the Spirit? Go to your Twitter handle. What is the source of the Spirit? Open Facebook, preach Nigeria. Tell the world who they really are. Because this will be one of the things that will save us. Equip yourself. Equip yourself. He said, put on the belt of God, the belt of truth to guide your lions. When you are pointing one hand to them, make sure your own hand is clean. That is the belt of truth. Make sure your own hand is clean. When you are fighting for Biafra freedom, make sure your hand is clean. So when you are saying somebody is saboteur, make sure you are not saboteur. Because when the belt is removed from you, your trouser will fall down and you will be disgraced. Put on the whole armor. Today, Nigeria cannot stand with us in any competent court jurisdiction. Nigeria cannot. We have many cases with Nigeria in different courts. Our people locked up in Akwa Ibom, about 27 of them are still there. About 18 or more of them are locked up in Delta State. They are still there. Some have been languishing in jail since 2015 in Rivers State, Abia State, among others. But each time they had the privilege to appear before Nigerian fraudulent court jurisdiction, what you get is adjournment upon adjournment. With fallated and nonsensical charges. I was charged for unholy gathering. That was my charge. Unholy gathering. Why? Because we have guided our waist. We have put on the belt to make sure that we speak the truth all the time. We guide our lions with the belt of truth. Because if you remove the belt, our trouser will fall down. We will be disgraced. Don't disgrace Biafra because you are a freedom fighter. Don't. Paul was admonishing Christians if they must survive. Most of them broke this rule. That is why today they lose their respect. Don't you know that if the world see our level of righteousness, all of them will become like us? And finally, he said, put on the shoe, which is the preparation of the gospel. Put on the shoe, which is the preparation of the gospel. What is Paul telling you this evening? What is IPOB telling you? Be prepared. That is one of the reasons we are saying it. Be prepared. Mobilize your youth. Enlighten your people. Tell them to get ready. No man, tell them to prepare this journey of life. Tell them to be healthy. Kwademe ijelu. Kwademe ijelu. Isha wakwale yo ne mwakole yo ebijeko ijelu. Nisha wakwale yo ne mwakole yo ebijeko ijelu. Prepare yourself. Makanomen wa huni kwa mi hemewe kwa hwa omeno manizu omonwa. Prepare yourself. Some people are not prepared. Come back home, come back home, come back home. You are not prepared. Come back home, come back home. You are not prepared. Join IPOB, join IPOB. You will enter next year. Guy, it's going to happen, brother, sister. It will happen. Are you ready when Biafra shall come? Are you ready when Biafra shall come? It could be 4 o'clock in the morning. It could be 6 o'clock in the evening. Are you ready when Biafra shall come? If you truly equip yourself with these tools, I tell you, we are going home. But let me digress a little bit to make you understand one thing about equipping yourself with this weapon. When Paul was talking to Corinthians, Ephesians rather, about the need to equip themselves, he used the image of a Roman legionnaire to describe the kind of ammunition, equipment, or tools they should equip themselves with, fortify themselves with. But do you know what? This Roman legionnaire, when they are dressed, they are fully protected in the whole of their front view. Their skull is protected, their chest region is protected, their waist is protected, their leg is protected. But if you go behind them, you will see no form of protection there. Their back is open. You can easily kill them. The point is that Romans were able to terrorize the whole world. Romans were able to rule the world, oppress the world, because they are legionnaires, they are soldiers, they were fierce warriors. The most delicate part of their body was not protected. And then one should begin to ask himself a question. Why will a Roman legionnaire protect the front and leave the back unprotected? And that is one truth all of us must clothe, put on like a garment. And that is because every Roman legionnaire had his brother watching his back. Every Roman legionnaire has his brother watching his back. Are you watching your brother's back, or you are looking for a way to drag him down? Are you watching your brother's back? Because when you kill your brother that is supposed to watch your back, when the enemy comes from behind, as they will always come from behind, you will be killed. And so while you are fully equipped with this weapon of warfare, my brother, understand that duty calls that you protect your brother. While we are making effort to rescue Biafra, I hope you are considering how it will affect other people. And those of you who will pay dearly for it, why not consider those who will watch over your back? If you leave the back of one army, one Biafran citizen unprotected, you have actually set the whole flank on disarray. Our leader once gave a story about the Spartans. Their success in battle was the ability to lock their shield one on one, creating one impenetrable unit. If for any reason they leave a gap, the whole flank will be shattered and all the army will be destroyed. Biafran in this battle, we need all these techniques. We need all this principle. We need all this to be able to conquer them. But in the end, have it at the back of your mind. Whether you get ready or you don't get ready, the sun will surely rise again. I'll be back in a minute.
I learned from long ago what matters most in life, and now I think I know why one will fight to death when people rise against the helpless just for greed. They'll hope it lasts for long, but just in dawn of time, the sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Some people might believe that one can fight with ease. When fighting gets tough, then freedom will not come. In case you want to know what freedom fighting is, then I guess you'll have to go and search real freedom, man. The sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. The sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The dreams of yesterday will live on in our minds. In this our quest we know that men will rise and fall. When they try once and fail, they'll retreat and succumb. A voice from shadows say, son, heed this wake-up call. Strive hard to stand defeat. Rise and stand to your feet. Cause the sun will rise at last and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Yes, the sun has risen, so the dark will have to go. The stars that glitter glow, we shine for then, you know, yeah.
Yes, of course, at this moment our lines are open. Are you ready? Are you equipped yourself? Have you strategically positioned yourself? There was a reason why Paul admonished the Christians in Ephesus on what to do. The same clarion call is coming to you, Biafrans. Our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female, 081-288-58614. Call and WhatsApp, are you still there?
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here, Mazi.
Good evening, Mazi. Ndewo, Mazi George Onyeibe.
Ndewo.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you for the teaching, Mazi. This is very wonderful. I greet you for everything you are doing for your nation. My name is Mazi Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, you see, in what you have just said now is very, very correct. Mazi, you see, I have been praying, if I may say, to, beg Chukwu Okike Abiama to help our people to open their spiritual eyes. You see, when we are telling people to join IPOB, we are not saying that if you don't join IPOB that you are not a Biafran. No. We are not telling you that IPOB is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is for Biafra Nation, is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. Don't see it like that. We are telling you to come into IPOB to join so that Chukwu Okike Abiama will transform you. It will open your inner eyes, inner mind. It will reboost your mind, your spirit, so that you will know that your right, your person, your nation has been upside down for a very long time. Mazi, are you telling me that our eyes, that our eyes are open? No. If you can remember in 2017, June 2017, the Arewa group, they gave quick notice to us. They threatened. They said that they call us all sorts of names. They say we are criminal Igbos. We are criminals. We are doing this. We are doing that. But could you imagine that since then, our people, of our politicians, none of our elders, none of them could summon courage to challenge them? Do you see that our spiritual eyes, our spiritual force, our power, God have taken it, is very far away. That is the reason why when some thoughts, we just issue any small threat, we will start panicking. Some will say, if you mention Biafra, they will say you are preparing for war. How is it that your nation, when you mention your own nation, it has become war? I am in France here, so if a Frenchman mention his nation, where he come from, he will become German. We say, you are preparing for war. Why is it that when Britain voted to go out from Europe, why didn't others say, Britain, you are fighting, you are preparing for war? Why is it our own? Must it be only Biafrans? We suffer this all manner of atrocity. That is the reason why we are telling our people, come into IPOB, so that you will come in with your whole heart. Don't come. This is not a political party. This is not a Omona gathering. No, this is a nation we are talking. We are fighting to do what? To restore back our nation that was wrongly wrongly forced into a zoo called Nigeria. So, our Biafrans, I am calling all of you. Many of you in Europe here, you are doing nothing. Majority are suffering. Majority don't even have home. They don't have nothing. But when you tell them, let us fight, let us join this movement, they will start remembering that they know how to speak English, or they will start running. They don't want to face their responsibility. Mazi, you see, this, how do I call it? This ready-made that white people started bringing into our land has created a lot of laziness in the spirit of people. You see this ready-made clothes, you see these ready-made things that white people has been, shipping into our land is very, very bad. Because I could remember when I was still small, we normally go and buy our local clothes, our normal clothes, then you will take it to tailor. Tailor will now sew it for you. Then you will be wearing. Even is a very exciting moment to us. But look at today. All of our people are inside ready-made. That is the reason why when you are telling them, let us build our own nation by ourselves, they will be seeing it as impossible because they are good already in profiting from already made things that has been done, where they are looking for where they will not suffer, where people they will not be killed. They will come to another people's nation where people has died and rebuilt. They will come there. But in that zoo called Nigeria, people are confused. They don't believe that Oduduwa nation can be good on their own. Arewa people don't know that being on their own, it will be more, things will be more better for them. Biafrans don't know, still some of us still don't know that being on our own, that nobody will go to Libya and sell our people again. Nobody will go to Atlantic Ocean and die again. Nobody will come into Europe. They don't know all those things. They don't know that we must fight. But when we are talking of restoring our nation, they will start putting fear in some people's mind, not knowing that without fighting, you can never ever have peace. Mazi, I don't want to take much of your time, but I am calling on our people to wake up to their responsibilities because this thing has becoming too much. Some of our people, instead of to support our leader for more than 60 years, we don't have nobody to help us, nobody to talk anything that will, benefit us. Nobody. Our people have lost hope. Now we have found a savior. The gate of hell have loosed. Now everybody now remember Facebook. You come and castigate our leader and they draw popular. We can never allow you. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from
Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyeibe, I'm greeting, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mazi Onyeibe, I just want to greet you for your efforts for the Biafran movement. Yeah. So we are all Biafrans. We are all Biafrans. Whether Nigeria like it or not, we will restore our nation. We are all Biafrans. We know. So what I want to ask for you is that I want to join IPOB. I want to join IPOB, but I am calling you from Oba. My name is John Awara.
Then you send your phone number and your location across. Your name, your phone number, sir, and your location on this line.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Mazi Onyeibe, I want to correct an expression, please. You said when Biafra come, you won't work. Mazi Onyeibe, you will work in our DNL office, please.
No, that one. You have catch me today. Sorry, I will work in DNA office. Sorry.
Please.
Sorry. I won't collect money. I will work for free, only free.
No, even if you are feeling anyhow.
I will work in DNA, honestly. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. All these Hausa Fulani, we don't need them. We don't need them to come and corrupt our land. Because that is the So, Biafrans, please, I'm begging you all, do the needful. Protect yourself in a way that go and Norotu Nana Hasiano Mbebo. And we can Nana Hasiano Mbebo. Chepon all this motor bulletproof, you know what they take work on? They do motor bulletproof. You need bulletproof for your body. Prepare yourself because things are going to happen soon. Prepare yourself. It won't cost you much. Prepare yourself and be like Odegu. And be like Odegu. Huh? Mazi Onyeibe, I thank you. This topic is so beautiful. Huh? Our tradition is happiness and love. Everything is inside our tradition. You things will be going well for you. Let us come out from this brainwash of this thing they brought to us. May God bless you as you listen to Radio Biafra. Chineke gozie unu.
Thank you very much. He say we must continue. Call on the line, your name and where you calling from. Call on the line. Call on the line.
Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please. Call on WhatsApp. Hold on.
My name is Onyeibe. I'm calling from Owerri. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, call on the line. Go ahead. The world is listening.
Okay, sir. My name is Onyeibe. I'm calling from Owerri. I'm from Ebonyi State, but I'm living here in Owerri, in Imo State, in Nazareth. I just want to thank you, sir, for your effort, for keeping us long. You are trying for Biafrans. You ask us whether are we prepared. And we are prepared 100%. Nothing Fulani and Hausa Yoruba can do us. And they can try us. Anything they want will give us. And we must restore Biafra. All of us must eat Biafra, including all of us. All Biafrans, I'm telling all Biafrans to come around. Join IPOB. Can you hear me, Mazi Onyeibe?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
The world is listening. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Sorry. Sir, can I use my language and talk to my people?
Of course, go ahead.
People, Ndenguzada, Ebonyi State, Wonafi Bosat local government. Haiti, 72 community, and now one local government. Umunemo, Ununa Ukwiheneme, Yepenu Nayandife, Alano Nifemera Lobo, die, Dikono. Happen on honorable, we have the honorable. It's an easy way to enter is Biafra. Biafra is our nation. One of how many people, one of my most powerful and Uganda, say no war of in the world. Like I'm watching it in Mineria, Umunem Biafra. Matano, they tell about IPOB. IPOB is the best thing in the world. We can validate this thing. Can you hear me, sir? Okay, sir. I'm talking to my people in my village.
Thank you very much.
Them are sleeping. That's why I'm shouting, sir.
Thank you very much.
Angry. I have seen many of them and some honorable members in my town and tell them they should leave not something honorable. What we need is Biafra. And Biafra is the only way and is the only favor in the world. And it's the way before we survive, so nothing Nigeria can do us again. I have reported some honorable in my town, but I will not mention. I'm from Ebonyi State, Nguzu Ada. We are boundary with Ohafia local government, with Ohafia. So what we are trying now, any day Fulani try us, the Ohafia government, the Ohafia barrack will be shut down. Nothing will happen. We are war. We will have stones to fight. We are not looking for the AK-47 because the AK-47 is rubbish. So what I'm telling, I want to use my language and talk to my people. Let them hear that we have rise up. It's
but you have done that before. You have done that before. Thank you very much. And good night from you.
Sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And good night from here.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Ochi. I'm calling from London, UK. Mazi Onyeibe, my topic goes to elders. The elders, I hope some of you people are listening to me this evening or this night. Because are you hearing me?
Go ahead, please. I will advise you to move away from your radio.
Are you hearing me now?
My brother, move away from your radio. Go ahead, the world is listening. If you continue listening to the radio, you will not be able to communicate. Focus on your phone, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, please. I come again. My topic goes to the elders, so-called the elders, please. Ahamwo Okechukwu Ibauchi. Aboga from London. Ndo Haneze na ndị elders, because ana m ayụ unu ndị elders. Ndị elders mgbe unu dịkwa na young. Unu mere enjoy with one Nigeria. And una future generation unu sonome one Nigeria, and the guy build the future for one Nigeria. But I want the young generation of Biafra. Actually, one as the Biafra. The elders, as of Gida Okunishi, see that I watch one amateur Biafra. Gene Kaimerunu. Abroad, I know here, none they will order Lion. I know here, Nihina. One Nigeria there in mind here with frustration. The elders, Bikoni, I think I'm doing a jojo. I want the young YouTuber putra na abroad. I'm saying that na only rigidly one Nigeria money. On a try to liberate the young generation. On a nasa na parunu. Keno taisha parunu. Una the age you know now. At least in some more elders. Or how many years gonna frunubuna lapuo. But when I try to the generation, the young ones can be continue from there. Una zogida yokunishi. But again runu and sunu. You runu planiga. Oga walk. Mazi na the kala putla. Go wiki release ayene iputa. Do puta na akande one Nigeria. Nde Ohaneze na ndị elders asimba. But I want the young generation. I na si Ohaneze na ndị elders unu no shuzo. I ga-ewepụ unu. Ewu that na Biafra bịara. Munu like here because I get anọ na one Nigeria. Na unu so na ji na akpara unu. I will kill yani. Ihe niile a na-eme. I si unu no share anyị ụzọ. I get weapon. I check our leader nyai command. I channel abroad here Robert Lacha. I get face unu wa unde elders. Una treka Biafra bia. Biko ohansi kan wanu olum. Obodo no here wo odehim mma. Adihim okay because I'm no here and abroad too much. But ohaneze na nde elders Anama Agunu. Mawla Elora. Oh, I have got in the full and no one like I get face because all na cause a problem now. Instead of one acquire Januku. Someone on Januku, I ain't done it. All another dollar azo. Now a bribe. And one Alama Sunu. Muna Chare. Very soon. unu ga-eblem unu kunu ga-eblem enweghị m ọtụtụ okwu onye si m ekwuo Chineke nna gọziere anyị Maazị Onyeibe Chukwu ga-agọzi gị ụtụtụ ehihie n'abalị otu anyị ji wepụta na-agbaziri ihe niile Chineke nna ga-agọzi gị ma ọpụpụ gị na mbata gị ndị na-aga ahụ gị ndị n'obi agaghị agbagha ụzọ niile ga-erubere gị isi Chukwu gọzie gị otu oyi ha m n'ọnụ n'abalị a ndewo.
Thank you very much, Magenwa. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I am calling from Abia State, but I am from Imo State. It is a local government. Before Magali, whom I like it, I'm telling you, Kele Mazi, Itemeko, Kela, Ijaro, Nambetalo. Na ndị ọzọ niile na-agbapụ ịhụ na a restore our beautiful home. M chọrọ iji asụsụ anyị gwa ndị dara okwu ndị ụba agwa Inuguta local government. Biko ndị agwa m na-ajụ ụlọ ihe niile ndị a na-eme na redio Biafra enwebeghị onye agwa m na-anụ ebe ọ na-akpọ fon. Ahụbeghị m onye agwa na-akpọ fon ọ pụtara na redio a na-ekwughị n'ụlọ na-ege Ela Village pụtara na ebe ahụ ụnụ nọta na ụzọ ije niile dị iche iche na tan niile nọ n'anya na redio Biafra. Ndị agwa ụnụ gba mbọ sonyere ihe gbasara Biafra ka ọ nwere niile Biafra dị ụnụ asị na-echefu ụnụ na-emere nke a. So onye nụ na ihe gbasara Biafra ibu ụnụ na-akpọ redio ụnụ na-akpọ redio a na-asị ime nke ibu ụnụ na-eme ụnụ esiri na-eme because of na Ela Village m na kindred m onye isi bụ Nnamdi Kanu akọwagidere ihe gbasara Biafra ụta iji nri otu na ụta iji si na Israel na aha anyị dị na Baịbụl kọwagide ụbọchị onye isi kwuru okwu sị na Oweri na ihe na-akpọ Oweri ya wụ na ihe awa aha village m ịma Israel n'ụba agwa ụmụ anyị atọ ihe na-akpa ewu ụmụ anyị atọrọ anyị nke ọzọ wụ ndị Oweri. So ụbọchị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kọwara ihe gbasara Oweri ya sị na n'ọwụ Oweri ka a na-akpọ ya n'ọwụ Oweri and ihe ahụ aha my street my kindred la village ihe anyị na-akpa ya wụ ndị Oweri. So Nnamdi Kanu kọwara ya mamatazi eso na ihe awụ ndị Oweri nke pụtara na aha anyị nọ na Baịbụl. So o kwesịrị ka anyị sonyela ihe a gbaa mbọ mekieshọn na Biafra ga-abịa. Ọzọ m chọrọ ikwu banyere n'abalị a bụ na because of na nkọwa onye isi kọwara na mbọ dị na anyị na-agbakwa maka Biafra. One night nnọ ekpe ekpere Chineke asị m na enwe demonstration m ga-eme nta ya sị m na m weta akwụkwọ dee aha Naijiria dee aha Biafra na-eweta akwụkwọ dee Naijiria dee Biafra ya sị m na m kọtụrụ anyị abụọ na otu a m kọtụrụ ihe a na a ga-akọ.
We lost that caller. We must continue. Caller online. Caller online. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Go ahead, please. Move away from your radio set.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Hello. Gọzie Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, gọzie gị onwe gị Maazị Onyeibe my angry onye ike nke ndị Biafra. Achọrọ m iji abụ kelee nna anyị achọrọ m ikele iji abụ kelee nna anyị ukwu. Hello.
Lower your radio. Move away from your radio.
Okay, sir. Nnamdi Kanu, onye ndu nke Biafra, anyị ga-eso gị na-eje. Hello?
Go ahead, the world is listening. Go ahead.
Nnamdi Kanu, onye amụma nke Biafra, anyị ga-eso gị na-aga. Anyị ga-eso gị, sogide gị na-eje. Ebe ọ bụla anyị na-eje, anyị ga-eso gị. Mgbe ị ga-eduba anyị n'obodo ahụ nke bụ ala Biafra. Anyị ga-eso gị, sogide gị na-eje. Ebe ọ bụla anyị na-eje, anyị ga-eso gị. Mgbe ị ga-eduba anyị n'obodo ọma ahụ jupụtara na mmanụ aṅụ na mmiri ara ehi. Ebe ahụ ka anyị ga-anọ kpetukwu okike obiọma ofufe nke dị mma. Mazi Onyeibe iguzoro n'eziokwu, anyị ga-eso gị na-eje. Mazi Temefo iguzoro n'eziokwu, anyị ga-eso gị na-eje. Anyị ga-eso gị, sogide gị na-eje. Ebe ọ bụla anyị na-eje, anyị ga-eso gị. N'ihi na abụghị ndị eji ego na-ahazụ na ndị eji oyi wee dọrọ mkpụrụ obi ha. Ọchịchị n'ubu ka nketa Biafra wee nwee izu ike. Anyị ga-eso gị, sogide gị na-eje. Ebe ọ bụla anyị na-eje, anyị ga-eso gị. Mgbe ị ga-eduba anyị n'obodo ọma ahụ nke bụ ala Biafra. Anyị ga-eso unu, sogide unu na-eje. Ebe ọ bụla unu na-eje, anyị ga-eso gị. N'ihu na abụghị ndị eji ego na-azụ na ndị eji oyiwe dọrọ mkpụrụ obi ha. Ọchịchị unu bụ ka nketa Biafra wee nwee izu ike.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Thank you very much. Yes, a caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp, please move away from your radio. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening from here, please.
My name is Tati Chinedu Asayemogu. And I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the coordinator for Waza Zone 2. I'm happy to be on air this night to report of what the Funanis are doing in our land through the concept of our kings in our community. The way they are handling us in our community, in as if they have the right of all they are doing to suffer the people of IPOB in the land and the people of Owaza as a whole. And there is a nearest community in our land called Odagwa in River State. The community, the women in that community have raised alarm and telling the herdsmen in their land to leave the environment. And from today that the herdsmen are threatening to do with the community women and to fight them to the extent of taking them to court in Abuja to say that they will destroy them and destroy their land. That place now, they don't cultivate and uproot. Their cassavas are destroyed. Many things that they put there is being destroyed. So now I'm reporting it to the whole world to hear it and know what is going on in our land. Because they want to make sure that they destroy us all, but they cannot, because Chukwu Kikajama is with us. That is what I want to report this night to the hearing of the whole world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I'm here. Mazi George Onyeibe.
Go ahead,
my
please.
African rep. All hail Biafra.
Almost here.
All hail
Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Ohamadike, I thank you. I thank my deputy, every principal officer, IPOB members, Biafrans. I would like you to know that Biafra is already here. In Imo State, I'm going. When I was a little boy, my mother said, if they beat you, you beat back. You will settle. Akoge Kogwa, Mana Imo State now with hope of them as a Fulani go and report. Now they will go and tell the Fulani people that they killed. Well, it is somebody that killed you is a vagabond. That person that run vagabond that run inside bush is what they kill you. Now tell me how they are going to bring these people to justice. My daughter, sometimes he come back from school, his face, he will scratch with the finger. What is going on? He say, look, any day they beat you in the school, if you no revenge, if you come here, you will not eat food. My dear brother, you see her face, very smooth. We are not here to joke or pamper criminal. Join the nearest IPOB. That is the only weapon. Ndolo, every zone in Biafra, Imo State, come out in great number and join this struggle. Join this struggle. Anything you are doing, do it, minimize, keep it, and make sure that you support this struggle. That is where we are going. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Bless you, Mazi George Onyeibe. Our leader said that when Biafra comes, none of any of officer will be as a politics or governor. You know why? I don't want to talk why, but take your tongue and count your teeth. You will know why. All over the whole world, the same. So, as he said that, my brother, when Biafra comes, you are going to leave and let the people organize themselves. Great idea. But that DN office, you will hold it. Thank you, Mazi George Onyeibe. Keep it on. My
Thank you
own
very
brother.
much. We must
You are
continue.
very great. Man. Keep it on.
Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, my lord. My name is Ginika. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land.
Go ahead.
May Chukwu Kikagama bless you and bless all Biafrans all over the world. May Chukwu Kikagama protect our leader, guide our deputy leader, Mazi Chemefo, and protect us so that we will see Biafra. As you have asked us to prepare ourselves. I have been telling everyone, if somebody is not in IPOB, how can the person know what to do, what I'm going to do to chase the Fulani out of their community? You see all those communities that are porous, there is no IPOB person in that place. If IPOB unit was in all the Biafra community, I don't think that this flood, because IPOB prepares people. IPOB tells you what you will not hear from anywhere else. You know, IPOB deals a deliverance to people. IPOB brought people out of poverty to riches. Know this thing that is happening. If you are not in IPOB, you will not know. You will not know what to do. You will not know what to do to chase away all these danger weeds that have scraped our land. You see how
tell all these people that they occupy our community. They are the ones now telling us what to do in our community. If we go to fetch water, they will tell us, see this place we will not. I don't know, but I am so much happy. But I'm not happy like that. Though those Janjaweed is not in our community, not in my side of a boy. They can't. And in fact, since I'm growing, I never see Hausa. One day I saw Hausa, I run back home and told my mother that I saw Hausa. My mother said, I don't know how that one managed to enter this place. So. You see, though it's not like that in my side, but I'm not happy, especially in this Enugu area. You see, many communities, they will occupy that community and be stalking people when they will fetch water or whether they will carry their gallon and go back empty. I don't know. They have performed more rituals. They have taken over our land more than us. And that's why I encourage all people to listen, to go back to our roots so that everyone will know what to do. It's now that I understand one pastor. I always tell that pastor that you are doing what I don't understand. You are worshiping devil. You are worshiping Satan, you know. Because in the church they teach us that all those things is fetish. The man do those sacrifices. He's a pastor. He carries a kola nut and use kola nut to pray. Sometimes I'll say that pastor, what are you doing, sir? Are you sure you are a pastor? He will tell me then that he was original pastor, that he was called by God, that he was doing his mechanic, and God called him and said, go and liberate my people. And he was doing all these things and liberating some families. But we call it fetish things. We that want to go to heaven are alive. We will prepare. We are preparing. And I'm calling all people of Biafra, especially those in Biafra land. Here is where the whole thing is happening. All these, our elders, they have lost faith. Some of them, because of their ego. One have told me, Gerika, now that you are in this way, that you did not, you don't have anything, you don't have a flashy car, you don't have money. Me and you now, when Biafra come, me and you will have it all right. But he loved Nigeria where the big body is. I said, oh, guys, is that why you don't want Biafra to come? He said, yes. That Allah Biafra by law border. That is share. They will share it together. That nobody will be greater than the other person. That is the reason they're not faith, because in Biafra, nobody worships a human being who worships Chukwukikabiyam. But in the zoo, they are worshipping them. And that's why they don't want Biafra to come. Me and you that do not have anything, me and you that do not, why not join IPOB and set yourself free from this Janjaweed and evil? May Chukwukabiyam bless you, my Lord. May Chukwukabiyam keep protecting you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Hello. Yes. Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name Ruben Elajapan. Elajapan from Obiaponga, Buburukara, Kwaibum State, in Biafra land. But I'm calling you right now from Aba. Mazi Onyeibe, I want to thank you for what you are doing. I want to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good day. Mazi Uchemevo, I want to thank all the lovers of freedom, all the Biafrans. Say may God bless them. Mazi Onyeibe, so much like the topic of this evening. as you say, everyone should prepare themselves because it's very, very important for everyone to prepare themselves. It's very, very important so that the thing will not be unawareness, the thing will not be unexpected. It's for us to prepare ourselves. If I tell the world what happened yesterday, being Monday, to see what the zoo, police, zoo, armies did by Fox Road, by Samek, 10 ILOs, packed both sides. What they think, I don't know their plan. Maybe they think that our brothers that come out, the upper Monday will come. See, they can move. They can move. All of them come out with their guns. But I wonder, I fold my hand and ask myself, these people now, this AK-47 that they're holding, contained with 30 bullets, how many people are they going to kill? If our leader keep further now, say let everyone come out for protest. Everybody should come out. Even they will even leave those elogs there and run. Even one of my brothers told me, both brothers, the way they pack, I said 10 elogs yesterday being Monday. So I so much like our brothers what they did because we just wait for the order. But as we are waiting, we are not sleeping. It's for us to prepare ourselves because when it's happened, they will run. When it's happened, when we retaliate, when we face them, because now they are arrested our brothers and sisters doing whatever thing. Even if they see our color, even if someone uses the first marks for our color, they will arrest that person. Even if someone, if they see ordinary flag, they will pursue in and see. Talk less the way when we say no, we cannot accept this nonsense again. How are they going to do? Because that was surprising. Someone without gun, without any harmful something, but you are attacking them, you arrested them, carry them and put for logs and take them away. So some of them we are not even asked about them. What about the time that when we stand face to face, how are they going to do? Mazi, we are going to prepare ourselves so that when the thing set, whatsoever thing that will happen, let it happen. Please let me speak because of all, and let me just speak my life for my brothers, please, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. But the third guy, in me like Japan, Mbok, Merak Sentang, time without number. This restoration of Biafrans, our forefathers, in 1967, stroke 1970. My try, who cares so much? Sega bag and Tereka, you, Jeremy. Near Sigamichipe, and I succeed, and I hear, Sigi Yaman, I hear, the song of it. We can land. Near Sigaminam, I don't know what the deck one, I don't want to be there in a peaceful way, but you can be there. So that Kadaku, we more, that is and that, so I had made a mebo get them poor money to me, get them poor, get them poor, or your beggar. So that is the only thing. They make it up. Can I down a box so that he needs so that he don't win them on saying we get on women to send a some better dead. Mazi Josh Onyeibe, God bless you. Thank you for the opportunity that you are giving to me this evening. God bless you. Bless all our lovers of freedom, both Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and all the lovers of freedom, all the Biafrans. May God protect us and guide us. We must gain our land. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafrans across the globe must understand preparation of our mind is very important. Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Of course, some of us, when we call, we still be listening to our radio, and that is a distraction. We are inching closer to the end of this program. Biafrans must stand put. Caller on the line.
Hello, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Oh, hey, Biafra. My name is Samuel Chigozi. I'm calling from Abia State. Abia State is a Biafra land. Onyeibe, my problem is with these Biafra churchgoers. Those Igbo churchgoers that claim that they are Christian, but they don't know that they are only churchgoers. Since this killing has started, I don't know how many of these pastors has come openly to come and criticize this government of killing Christians. I remember of last year that they kidnapped a redeemed pastor. I saw Adeboye cry, and he criticized the government for the first time. But since they have started killing Christians, I have not seen any of those pastors. What happened the other time that when they kill one of Suleiman's member, and he come outside and say anyone that see herdsmen should kill him, and when they invite him, when the other invited him and questioned him, when he returned, he denied it. So I'm very angry with all those our Biafras that is feeding those Yoruba pastors. I'm very, very angry. I don't know what's wrong with them. The Yoruba pastor cannot go to Kansina and build those big auditoriums so that Christians will go there. No, because they know what Hausa people will do to them. So what they do, they come to Biafra land and build churches so that we will be feeding them. I don't know. Biafra need to wake up. We as a Biafra need to wake up. Let us stop falling in their trap. We are more than them. Let us stop falling in their trap. I don't want to use this medium to call this Niger State as a whole. Let us come up. Let us come and be strong. We are not weak. Our side cannot empower us. We are stronger than them, even both physical and spiritually. We are stronger than our side. I just want to hear all Biafra. Let us stick together and fight this fight, and surely Nigeria will fall very soon. Mazi Onyeibe, good night.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi Onyeibe.
Go ahead, please.
I'm here with you. Okay. Mazi Onyeibe, good evening. I pray that take care of what we keep on strengthening you. You are doing a wonderful job. Mazi Onyeibe, I still remain unstoppable. Unstoppable is an indigenous of Idimabam. Idimabam in Anochukwu in Biafra land. Mazi Onyeibe, I'm calling you right now from Shabbat, Allah Biafra. I pray that Chukwu Kikabiama will keep on strengthening our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, Ohamadike one of Biafra land. I pray that Chukwu Kikabiama will keep on strengthening Mazi Uche Mefo, that they will keep on pushing this struggle forward. There is no plan of the enemy that will reach them. Mazi Onyeibe will keep on keeping on. I love one of my brother's name, which is Mazi Aganeku. People will be saying, no matter what we are doing, they will be saying. But I thank Chukwu Kikabiama that at last, so many of them have begun to realize that which Ohamadike is being shouting all this while. Have begun to identify it as a truth. Mazi Onyeibe, as you listen and get being captured by the word of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as we are coming back from church and listen and hear this broadcast, that is how I come and hear this broadcast. The thing capture me. I still remain a pastor. But Mazi Onyeibe, the truth must be said. That I was arguing with somebody today. Say, the man was saying our forefathers, they worship idol, they do this. I told him that if you keep on saying this, I will lay a curse on you, and it will happen to you. And he thought that it's a lie. Do you know that this man said that our forefathers are evil? I say, okay, if our forefathers are evil, all this leaf which we are eating is our forefathers find out this leaf. Find out that this leaf is supposed to use to cook. This one is supposed to use as a medicine. But all this why, which our forefathers worship evil. Now, how many leaves have we be able, our generation be able to find out? Now I ask him again. Since our forefathers, they don't used to go to lab or hospital to identify the kind of sickness which afflicted you or which is worrying you. They do not have any lab or any chemist to go and take care. They will go inside bush and pluck the leaf to cure you or cure that person. Our forefathers live longer than us. They keep those culture. When I was little, when you are carrying somebody who is dead and bringing him back to bury, you see that everywhere we become, nobody will come to ask you to give him food to eat where they are doing burial. But what is happening in our generation, in the computer age, you open your mouth to say that our forefathers are evil. I asked him that. I said to him that anytime you open your mouth to say it, that God will allow you to have accident. Mazi Onyeibe, you thought that I'm joking. That when we are coming back, and a cattle rider from nowhere hit the guy fell down. I was laughing at him, but I was speaking to him. I told him, now you began to understand that anytime I come out in the morning, I call Chukwu Okike Abiama, I pray to our God. In the language of our forefathers used to praise him. I call them to bless us in Eke, to guide us in Orie, in Afonenko. And this is what they are keep on doing. So anytime you open this is a sign and wonder which our forefathers, the tradition used to tell you now, that anytime you open your mouth to say that our forefathers worship evil, that very day, if your life, if you survive that very day, you will know that there is no God in heaven. The guy said that he has learned a lesson. Why can't our people wake up to go back to our root? This our root you keep on for how many months now? You keep on shouting for we to go back to our root. Our people will not listen. Our people will pay deaf ear. They will keep on watching when before we. When Mazi Nnamdi will make a mistake, they will grab him on that to track him down. I pray, I stand on this altar now to pray that any man who will come out to not start for the struggle, for we to restore our land, and he keep on watching and looking for the fort, to detect the fort, or to pull one of our principal officers down. I pray for this God which I serve. I pray, may God Chukwu Okike Abiama strike them down in Eke. May God Chukwu Okike Abiama strike them down in Orie. May Chukwu Okike Abiama strike them down in Afo. Strike them down in Okwo. Chukwu Okike Abiama will destroy them and destroy everything that concerns them, as he was destroying Nigeria. Because our people don't want to listen. They want to see signs and wonders. Now we have gone back to our roots. We will show them the reason of what make our fathers to maintain that dignity, that name called Biafra. That name, when Mazi Nnamdi come out to say that we are whiter than white, we are wetter than snow, I did not understand it. But now I began to understand the reason why our fathers protect that name called Biafra. That anytime I remember when you call that name Biafra, Nigeria will be in trouble. Nigeria will be in confusion. I don't know that this is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi said that we are wetter than white, we are wetter than snow. That any man who don't want to go back to their roots, I pray that that person will suffer more than Nigeria. Mazi Onyeibe, keep on keeping on. We are here doing the needful in Shabbat Alaja. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will strengthen you. All I know, come rain, come shine, that all must say Biafra. We are there already. We are not afraid of any man or any Fulani. All must say Biafra. Keep on keeping on, Mazi.
Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening, sir, from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. Mazi Onyeibe, I'm so grateful for this program tonight. I am being worried, but I'm not worried. But I want to say one or two things to the listeners and our comrades or saboteurs in this struggle. Mazi Onyeibe, the last person that have talked, I want to say something about what he said. Mazi Onyeibe, my name is Mazi Paul Okronkwo from Alai in Bende district of Biafra land. Mazi Onyeibe, the work you are doing, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you, reward you, and keep you for this struggle. you are one in a million. Mazi Onyeibe, I want to reply to those people that are talking about the brokers of our deputy leader. Mazi Onyeibe, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and when Mazi Uchemofo started, they were not there. They are saying what they want. They are saying what they want to say. But these two people, they made brokers. They never said anything that will derail this our struggle. All those people that are calling me, on Radio Biafra, everybody in the whole world is listening to me. Don't call me again to ask me, what did Uchemofo say? What did the director said? Please, Mazi Onyeibe, after the brokers, Mazi Onyeibe came to this platform and explained his own stand, and I stand on my Bishop Mazi Onyeibe. Whatever he said in this platform, please, my people, can we listen, obey the last order? That is the IPOB way of doing things. Directorates have brought out code of conduct. If you want to be in this struggle, I employ every one of us to listen to this, our leaders. Anything they come to Radio Biafra to say, let us follow it. You hear brokers, don't stop going to social media to make your point. When these leaders tell you their stand or what they are saying,
the painful aspect is
that is what you will take.
The people who are even seen are not member of IPOB. No genuine IPOB member get involved in the matter of the gods. Nobody. Only idiot. Only idiot. You know, some of them, what they do is, let's leak our leader Bombo. Let's leak leader Bombo. Our leader remain our leader, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. But we know
there's nothing anybody can. There's nothing anybody can do about it.
Go and look at all of them. They are running for paper oath. They are running for paper oath. They want their integrity to equal with those of us who went to Aruchuku. They call Abeno Pabi Abeno. Ndiara. Did you see that I give them out? If I give them out, they will have problem. But we know where they are coming from.
Mazi Onyeibe, I beg you, as you are educating them, as you are educating all of us, please, because some people have gone to social media, they started calling people, did you hear what Uchemofo brokers, did you hear? I said to them, when director was, after the brokers, director was on live brokers, the director condemned what Uchemofo said. Why our people always chase problem where there is no problem?
Yoruba Juju
what director have asked them to do? They are not doing it. What director asked them to do? They are not doing it. It's Uchemofo brokers. All of them are coming to talk about. I think, Mazi Onyeibe, time is coming when, if these people call your radio, your brokers, you stop them.
Listen, if you come, you talk like a normal human being. No idiot can come here and talk about Uchemofo. Thunder will fight. If I finish with that person, COVID-21 will catch up with him that night. Are they mad? Are they mad?
Something that is even bigger than COVID-19.
That is because the 19 has humiliated the world and turned everybody to become armed robber. Only 19.
You people are fighting as our leader. You people are fighting as our leader, protecting us, doing, telling us what to do. It's only brokers. Everybody is coming to social media. Everybody is coming to radio. What did Uchemofo say? What did the director say? Fire will fire all of them. All of them. They want to reap where didn't they sow? I don't, Mazi Onyeibe, I'm angry. I don't know how to speak in this English.
No, they want to be deputy director in the ARA. I don't even want to.
Mazi Onyeibe, I'm angry. I don't know what to say again.
I know it's
but what I'm telling you, anybody that come up again to talk about that brokers,
not why I'm on this network. Anyway, it is clear there.
Ndewo Mazi, keep on doing what you are doing. I love you. I love you with all my heart. I love my deputy leader. I love my director. Anybody that is trying to cause problems in this our struggle, the person will not see tomorrow. You people are suffering, doing all what you can do to put us through, and some people are coming here to talk about brokers.
Fulani are raping their mother and their father. They are not saying it too. But I don't have their time anyway.
Mazi, I don't want to say more than what I want to say. Only keep on keeping on, according to our deputy.
Thank you very much.
On keeping on. Keep on doing what you are doing. Anybody, any idiot that come to your platform to talk nonsense.
Thank you very much.
You fight. Ndewo Mazi. Thank you.
We must continue.
That's all I have to say. GCK Mazi.
As far as we are concerned, the truth must be told. And the truth being told, I think we have been here long enough to know the truth, which led us here. Every Biafran, anywhere you are across the globe, equip yourself. Equip yourself. Because it's going to rain. There are some truths we don't need to shy away from. We must embrace it. It will hurt you, it will pain you, but sometimes we have to see it, and people should take note. A lot of enemies are around here. They pretend, they disguise, they come as friends, but we know them. And Jesus said, yes, people must understand that these little children will backslide. But woe betide that man and woman, that man or woman who choose to become the instrument that will lead them to backsliding. It will be better for them that a huge rock is carved out and placed in their neck, and they are drowned, than for them to be alive. Every Biafran that are alive today, dead and alive, I call you to bear witness. And that witness is that the sacrifice of our fallen heroes will never be in vain. I sign off from here. Udo derende cho udo nde wono.